Get more.
It was back in the month of April when the New York City Hawks traveled to the Valley of the Sun for their first ever test against the talented Rattlers. In a preseason game, the Hawks exploded early and often and looked like they would be a force to be reckoned with in the Arena League. But the sun has not been shining brightly on the City Hawks this year, and it seems as if an eclipse is following the team. Now standing at 2-11, the City Hawks of Coach Larry Kuharich have the worst record in the league. The 1997 Arizona Rattlers, they're basking in the sun, the best record in the league. They've already clinched home field advantage through the playoffs, and they're now slithering toward their second title in 4 years. It is tune-up time for Danny White's Rattlers, and a final shot for respect for the City Hawks as the sun sets on their season tonight here in Phoenix. And we are at the America West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. Arena Football League action. The City Hawks close out the season against the Arizona Rattlers. And a good evening. It is hot outside indeed. It's also warm in here. Spencer Ross along with Dave Jennings. The reason I say 105 degrees outside, inside, you talk about a hot football team. These kids from Arizona, 11-2. Danny White has them going. Dave Jennings, how tough is it, though, for the City Hawks to get up for a game like this?
Well, it's very tough because they've only won 2 games all season. This is the last game of the regular season. A lot of these guys just want to go home, and this is when the coach is going to find out exactly what his players are made of. You find out more about a team when they're losing than when they're winning, and you can see their record and what's going on this season. It's been a long year for them.
Well, last 3 games, they've been outscored 59-23. That's been the differential, and one of the big factors in the fact that the City Hawks are struggling this year has been the offensive line. And quarterback Mike Perez just hasn't gotten the protection he's needed.
No, he hasn't. You'll see him here. He gets hit after he throws the ball. These are the stats that don't show up in the statistics, the pressures. Now, the defensive coaches will keep these, but if you're running for your life, if you're throwing when you're on your back, watch Perez here. He ends up on his back. He gets a foot to the face here. Clunk. You know, this has been going on all season, and you look at the difference in numbers. Not so much the interceptions, but look at the difference in touchdowns.
And 84-48. Last year he threw for over 4,000 yards. This year, more interceptions. But the big factor is the fact he's just not getting the protection.
Not getting the time, and it's a problem they've got to address during the offseason.
A team that has not had many problems this year at all is the team from Arizona. The Rattlers with a record 11 up and 2 down, and they've got so many ways to beat you. And it starts with the quarterback, Cedric Bonner, the lefty from Cal State Northridge, has really torn up this league this season.
Well, this is the best team. You'll see Bonner here throwing a long pass. The 4 guys we're going to show you have accounted for 124 touchdowns. 124. Here's Gatewood. Watch him lose his defensive man. Where is he? Well, he'll find him in the end zone shortly.
And the next man you're going to take a look at is Calvin Schexnayder. Last week, he had 7 touchdown receptions against the team from Albany.
And fortunately for the City Hawks, they won't see him tonight because he's inactive. And then Hunky Cooper will take his place. He's a great all-purpose back. He'll be the offensive specialist tonight. He returns kicks. There you see one of his touchdowns.
And in 1993, he was the Arena Football League most valuable player. Cooper, Bonner, Gatewood, you'll see them. You will not see Schexnayder. But according to head coach Danny White, despite the fact they've already clinched home field advantage, you won't see many changes tonight in their lineup.
Well, the game plan is really not any different than it normally is. We won't have Calvin at the specialist position, but Hunky's used to playing that position. He's played there before. And really all we'll do is switch some of the other positions where the starters have been playing. You know, we don't have really backups. We call them a black team and a copper team. Our copper team will start the game in several instances and get more snaps than the black team players. Herb Duncan will play more than Randy Gatewood, and Junior Green will play more, and things like that. But our game plan really is going to be it's a full game plan. I mean, we're going out to win the game, but more importantly, we're going out to play hard and to continue the momentum that we've built going into the playoffs.
Danny White has made things happen here in Phoenix. A near sellout crowd will be on hand tonight. Back with the opening kickoff right after these messages. It is the CityHawks against the Arizona Rattlers.
Win the grand prize, the Powerades Under the Cap promotion, and they'll build you your very own sports facility where you can end up spending your days, nights, months, years, your whole life constantly training. Pretty cool, huh? Other prizes include Powerade branded athletic gear, discounts at Champ Sports, and free Powerade. Odds of scoring are 1 in 4, so check Under the Cap. Powerade, I am not done.
McDonald's has gone wild with a big summer deal in honor of
George of the Jungle.
Disney's big summer movie in theaters now. You can get 2 beefy quarter pounders with cheese for just $2. No wonder everyone's swinging into McDonald's. That's right, 2 quarter pounders with cheese for $2. Huh? And at breakfast, they're going wild over 2 sausage McMuffins with egg for just $2. Now that's a big deal.
May I help you?
At the Mickey D's.
Introducing the New York Rangers credit card from American Express. To apply, call toll-free 1-888-NY-HOCKEY. There's no annual fee and benefits as big as the garden. Like this low introductory rate for purchases when you pay your bill over time. A free team gift just for using the card. Discounts at the garden on dining and Rangers merchandise. You could even win a dream prize, like a day of golf with a Ranger. So call 1-888-NY-HOCKEY now and apply for your Rangers credit card from American Express. And to test drive a Zamboni, see your local dealer. American Express helps Rangers fans do more.
New York City Hawks Arena Football is brought to you by American Express. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, American Express helps you do more. And by Foot Locker, where it all begins.
Back here in Phoenix, the final game of the regular season, final game of the season in total for the New York City Hawks, who go into this one with a record of 2 up and 11 down. And for Mike Perez, you take a look at the numbers, they've been big. And overall, 250 career touchdowns in Arena League football. This season, how tough has it been? Dave Jennings asked him.
It's tough to look at, what's happened good or what's happened bad. We haven't played well on a consistent basis. There's times that we did show that we could be a pretty good football team, but we just couldn't carry it over and be consistent with it. We know we have the talent levels, just got frustrating at times that we just didn't do things we know we could do all the time.
Has it been frustrating for you this year?
Yeah, it has, especially when we know we started out here this year, in Arizona. First preseason game, we played pretty well. We looked like a pretty good football team after just 3 days of practice. We probably look better after 3 days of practice than we have after 14 weeks of practice. So that's the frustrating part about it.
Set all sorts of records last year, did Mike Perez, Coach Larry Kuharich, who knows what winning's all about. He did it at Tampa, but the first year here as head coach for the CityHawks, but 2 wins against 11 defeats. Very, very difficult indeed as he sends his team out here tonight. And Danny White, he's having a lot of fun. He wasn't a bad punter either, was he, Dave Jennings?
He's one of the best punters I've seen. Never got a lot of credit for it because nobody remembered him as a punter. He's a quarterback who followed Roger Staubach and had a lot of success at Dallas. The only problem was he followed Roger Staubach, and that's very tough to do.
Very difficult indeed, but he's having a lot of fun here with this team, and this is 4th season. And the crowd tonight, another near sellout crowd here at America West Arena. The capacity here is 16,923. Their smallest crowd this year has been 14,394. They've had 3 consecutive sellouts, and they're averaging nearly 16,000 a night. Arena football here in Phoenix. And they love their Rattlers.
They certainly do, and that's a big plus for them in terms of playoffs because they will host the playoff game next weekend as the #1 seed. And you get the home field advantage, you get the fans behind it. It's a great atmosphere here, arena football here in Phoenix. and they really enjoy it a lot. I think some of them come in here to get out of the heat.
Oh, well, and if you think there's something wrong with your screen, it looks a little foggy. They put on quite a fireworks demonstration for about 5 minutes prior to the start of this ball game, and we're ready for the opening kickoff. And the CityHawks will receive as Anthony Brenner will kick it off, and back deep, Cannell Maynard, one of the bright spots for the CityHawks this year. Maynard set to receive the kickoff. He's not going to get this one. It goes up into the crowd. It'll provide a souvenir on a great kick by Brenner up into the crowd in arena football. You get to keep the ball if it goes into the stand.
And that's the first time I've seen a kickoff over the net. Usually you see it go underneath the net into the crowd. Gary's good at that as we look at the offense of these CityHawks coming out. That's a heck of a kick by Brenner.
So Mike Perez will run the offense. George Del Rico will be the starting running back. And Fred Gale's playing his final game as a CityHawk. Cannell Maynard, the offensive specialist. And the 3 men up front, Stevens, Browner, and Bayless. 1st and 10 for the CityHawks. They put it in play from their 5-yard line. Eddie Brown in motion, takes the pass up at the 15, tries to move forward for the first down, but pushed back, and he's going to wind up a little bit shy of it as Walker was able to keep him back. Cedric Walker, the #1 tackler in Arena Football League, and Eddie Brown has had a good season, also playing both ways, of course, for the CityHawks.
And again, you see what they do here in Arena Football. They'll put the guy in motion 9 times out of 10. He is the primary receiver. They put the best defensive back, Cedric Walker, on him. Walker played off about 10, 12 yards. Eddie Brown just hooked up about 5 and caught the pass.
48 touchdown passes. Sounds great, but 84 last year. And this is the final game of the season. In motion for the CityHawks comes Morris. And the pass thrown away. Again, pressure. And we talked about the pressure. Bo Kelly coming in. It's not so much the sacks. And this is a team, by the way, the CityHawks give up sacks. The other team, Arizona, hasn't given one all season.
Well, they've given up one all season. Just one, and that's the best in the Arena League. And that time, Eddie Brown on the little swing, but Herb Duncan, number 81, in perfect coverage. A little pressure on Perez, so he just threw it away.
Bo Kelly, the man trying to get to him. 3rd down and 1. And Perez pitches it out. Jason Pahopic looking for the first down. He gets it. Pahopic up over the 15 to about the 17-yard line. He's been the CityHawks' leading ground gainer, averaging about 3.6 yards per carry with 4 touchdowns.
Real good block that time by Matt Hoslick, number 75, as he hooked. Brian hooks the defensive end and allows Pahopic to get to the corner, and that's again what you'll see in Arena Football. 3rd and short, 2nd and short. That's when the running game comes into play. You're not going to get a lot of yardage, but when you need one, you can get that first down.
Pahopic has had a good season out of Boston College, and the man up front, Matt Hoslick, Big Herm, they call him, with a degree on legal studies. On 1st and 10, back to pass goes Perez. Pumps once. He's throwing deep for Maynard. Off his fingertips. Incomplete. Parnell covering on the play. And Cannell Maynard started the season as a backup quarterback. He still is that. But he has become one of the primary receivers on this football team.
And he beat Parnell that time. A little pump fake that time by Perez. Watch the pump fake. That helps Cannell Maynard right here. There's the pump. And then he finds him. It's about 3 inches too long. Gets his hand on it. Would have been 6. Pretty good time to throw the football. It's just about 5, 6 inches, just too short, or that would have been 6. And that's really been the story of the CityHawks all season. Just a couple inches too short.
And a couple of games they've lost in the final seconds this year that set them back earlier. 2nd down at 10. Maynard in motion. Here's Perez. He looks for Maynard. Great leaping grab. Takes it away and then goes into the boards. Nice reception by Cannell Maynard, and that should be enough for a first down, or it'll be mighty close.
You know, the tough thing about that catch is as you watch Maynard on the out pad, and it'll be the left side of your screen, he's trying to get his feet down, but also hold on to it. See how he does both. Sometimes the guy will get his feet down, but he won't hold on to it, or hold on to it, won't get his feet down. Maynard got both. First down. 3rd and short, I'm sorry.
And you saw a good example of 1 foot in Arena Football. That's all you need, and that's what he has.
It's the college passing rules in Arena Football League.
3rd down and 1. CityHawks in Arizona territory. Pahopic takes the handoff. I don't think he's going to get it. It's going to be mighty close. It should bring up a 4th down. And I would think at this stage, CityHawks, if they don't
they'll go for it here.
Go for it. Joe Burchin on the stop.
Again, in Arena Football, unless you hand the ball off to the wide receiver coming around, there's no lead blocker. Now, it's 4th and short. So it's just Pahopic against the linebacker, number 20. See number 20 coming up. He does get hooked. but then number 75, Joe Birch, comes in to make the play. So he beat the linebacker, but Birch, 75 right there, did a nice job.
4th down still and less than a yard for the CityHawks. Opening series of downs, scoreless game. CityHawks in their first possession of the evening.
They're going to run out of time. He's got to call a timeout. The play clock was down to 2 seconds.
You only get 25 seconds for a play.
So they had to call a timeout. So Perez will go over and talk to Larry Kuharich. Again, one coach from each team allowed on the field to play.
So the CityHawks call their first timeout of this first half, and we'll be back with a 4th down play right after this.
Oh, hello. I would like to exchange this, please.
Okay, reason, sir?
Well, it's just too plain.
It happens a lot.
Oh, a Nestle Crunch. Oh, now that's more like it. You know...
Yeah, next?
Okay.
Nestle Crunch. It's just more fun to munch.
Look for these savings to Six Flags Great Adventure and participating Blockbuster videos.
Oh, hello. I would like to exchange this, please.
Okay, reason, sir?
Well, it's just too plain.
It happens a lot.
Oh, a Nestle Crunch. Oh, now that's more like it. You know...
Yeah, next?
Okay.
Nestle Crunch. It's just more fun to munch.
Spencer Ross and Mike Crispino along with Dave Jennings. We got a 4th down, and Mike Perez and the CityHawks look to keep this drive going.
And normally you'd see him hand the ball off. Let's see if they maybe try a little play action, try and get a guy deep. The safe play, the good play would be handed off to Pohovic, but they didn't get it last time. See if they're setting up a little play action here.
If it's your first introduction to Arena League football, it's a 50-yard field. They're at the 24. There's the play action fake. He has Eddie Brown, and he overthrew him. A touchdown play. You called the play, Dave Jennings. It was 6 on the board, and Eddie Brown got his arm up, and the ball was just overthrown.
Look at Eddie Brown. He's a little upset as Perez talking to Kuharich. Now, there's an odd defensive holding penalty, so they're going to keep the ball. It'll be 1st down. But yeah, the crowd here react. I did not see the holding penalty. It'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards, 6, 7, 8.
That's a 15-yarder. What would be a 15-yarder in 100-yard football is an 8-yarder, 5-yard penalty for 3.
Although in the NFL, it would be a 5-yard penalty. Yeah. Defensive holding. So, but you can see the look on Eddie Brown. Again, what we've talked about is these players, they're just a few yards short, a few feet short here or there. It was a well-designed play, but the pass was not delivered.
And it's a 1st down at the 16th for Hopick. Takes the pitch out, left side, and maybe gets a couple of yards. Junior Green, number 20, came up from his linebacker position to make the stop.
I wonder why they run on 1st down when the running game never gains a lot of yardage. They don't do it to gain yardage. They do it to affect the defense. If the defense knows you're going to run the football, they've got to play the pass a little differently as Green is shaken up on a play. But they play it a little differently now. If they know you're going to run the football, they can't go all out after the quarterback, and that's something Coach Kuharich has talked about, trying to get pressure off of Mike Perez. Now, here's the toss. Not sure where he got hurt there. You can see him.
Hit by one of his own
exactly.
men. Number 99, who came flying in. Brian Hook.
There, he got banged. Hard to really tell.
Now, that's the danger in a game like this. It seems to be okay, but of course, they've got home field advantage, clinched to the playoffs. You want to stay healthy. You want to stay crisp. So you want to keep your players active this week. But there is, of course, that danger.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is, you can't play not to get hurt.
Yeah.
You can't play your guys, well, we don't want to get hurt. You have to play all out. You have to play the same way. Too many times guys get hurt when they don't play hard.
Got to extend the body 100%. 2nd down and 8. Eddie Brown coming in motion. Scoreless game. 1st quarter. Perez throws. Maynard has it. Taken down at the 9-yard line. Sean Parnell with a real nice tackle. And it'll bring up a 3rd down for the CityHawks. It'll be 3rd down for the 9. 3rd down and 3.
Heck of a catch right side of your screen. Number 1 Maynard on the quick out. Now, the quick in. Now watch how high he goes. Parnell, the 2nd time he's caught a high pass. He caught one over on the sideline before.
So Maynard with his second reception of the evening. CityHawks with another third down play.
A little too far to run here.
Maynard going wide to the near side. In motion comes Bobby Bird, and the pass deflected and knocked down at the line of scrimmage. He intended that one for Maynard. It'll bring up a fourth down.
I'd be tempted to kick the football here, and they are going to send Geary on the field. Going to Maynard on the slant, but at the line of scrimmage, I believe Easter 24, right there, knocked it down with his right hand. Almost had the pick, and if he did, it would have been see ya.
Brian Easter played his college ball right here in Phoenix, actually Tempe at Arizona State. So here's Michael Geary, who has missed his last 9 field goals. This is from the 17-yard line, a 25-yard attempt. He's missed 10 in a row. Way wide. That's a playable ball. Miller has it, brings it out. We get a flag in the play as he brings it out to the 4-yard line. It has been a tough year for Michael Geary, who was now 14 for 47, and he weren't even close to that one.
No, he hooked that one, and again, there's not a big rush. This is going to go against the CityHawks. They might have been too close to the...
5 yards off by the team number 55. 3-yard penalty, first down, Arizona.
You got to give him room to return it from the end zone. And that time, I believe Brett Carter was down too close, so they move it out to the 8-yard line. But Geary just hooked it and missed it. And I think it's affected his mind a little bit. He's in that rut. He's in a bad rut. As you call, 14 for 46, make it 14 for 47 as we look at Cedric Bonner, who leads his team out on the field and the rest of his offense.
A lefty from Cal State Northridge, who has thrown for 3,300 yards this year, looking on first down, throwing, it's complete. As he starts things off, going to Hunky Cooper from his wide receiver position.
They put two wide receivers to the left side. They sent one straight downfield. The Hunky trail behind. The 2 defensive backs on that side stayed with the downfield receiver. Hunky Cooper wide open. Bonner there talking to White. Picked up beautifully the wide open man who was Cooper. Threw it to him for the first down.
Second-rated quarterback in the league. He's thrown for 66 touchdowns. He's been intercepted only 6 times. And on 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Cooper coming in motion. Flags off play. He might have gone past the line of scrimmage. This pass is complete to Cedric Tillman. And Tillman is taken down at the 21 of the CityHawks. But this one, I think, can come back.
Well, Bayless went offside. I think it's going to be against Bayless or the CityHawks, and they'll refuse it, and they'll just mark it downfield. No radio communication here. They just walk over, and Danny White, there he is. See, it's the only coach I've seen to wear a headset in this league. I haven't seen another coach wear the headset.
Defense number 60 decline. Play stands. It'll be second down.
Yeah, it was against Bayless. He jumped across.
They'll bring it down to the 21. And it'll be a second down and a long one now for Arizona. Cedric Bonner.
You look at this team, you talk about their offensive prowess. This is a very well-balanced team. They're good offensively, rated among the leaders offensively. Same thing defensively. You got very good defense. That's why they're the best team in this league.
And familiarity has bred positive things with this club. Many of them have been together 3-4 years. Here's Bonner to throw, looking, grabbed in the end zone. Herb Duncan tried to grab it and then bobbled it. It goes incomplete. Herb Duncan, Danny White said he was going to play quite a bit tonight instead of Randy Gatewood. Very nearly put 6 on the board.
I tell you, Herb Duncan, they tried to jam him. You'll see down at the top of your screen, they tried to jam him, but you can see Chauncey Hogan getting beat. Should have been caught. That's not 22. That's not Dwayne Zachary. It was Chauncey Hogan who got beat on the jam. Should have been caught. Goes up high. Tough catch, but you get it 2 times in your hand. Got to pull it in.
So it's a third down now and a long one for Arizona. Hunky Cooper coming in motion. They've got a first down and more, maybe 6 on the board. Brian Easter going toward the end zone.
Well, when you toss it to your running back like that with no lead blocking, you never should get that kind. You shouldn't get the corner like that. Danny White saying, man, we got a lot of yards. Watch the toss, right side, left side as you're looking at it. Hogan gets hooked there. Now he turns it upfield. Linebacker's got to come over and make that play because he's got the running back one-on-one, but they get it down to about the 4-yard line. And folks, we're way down at the other end, so we have a little bit of trouble seeing this. We're at the 5-yard line, way at the other end. So sometimes in that corner, we can't see if he gets in or not.
Brian Easter, the leading rusher for this team out of Arizona State. It's goal to go now at the 3-yard line. Easter is the setback. Running a time incomplete off the fingertips. Herb Duckman again. Another pass he might have had, although he was kind of screened on that ball.
Well, he was jammed pretty nicely by the defensive back. Actually pushed him off. And Bonner right there waited for him to cut outside. He threw it beautifully. Again, in his hands. What can you say?
He
knows. You can see his look there. He said, I know. Go back to him, though. That's, get his confidence, but go back to him. Try and get him a touchdown.
Second down and goal from the 3. 4:40 to go, first quarter. Scoreless game. Cooper coming in motion toward the line of scrimmage. The pitch out to Easter. Cuts back, touchdown. Brian Easter has his 6th touchdown of the season. Arizona gets on the board first. They lead at 6-0.
Watch him get the flow going towards the camera, and then Easter's going to stop playing and turn it upfield. So his blocking does a good job, cuts it back. And, going into last week's game, they had averaged only 1 touchdown in the first quarter. Then last weekend, my neck got a little tired watching that game. Against Albany, back and forth, back and forth. They said, how many points they score in the first quarter?
It was like watching a tennis match. It was 14-7 while 2 minutes gone by. Good pressure put on there. We get a flag in the play as the kick sailed wide.
Well, it was blocked
by Brenner.
And keep in mind, you can't rush from the outside when you're trying to block an extra point.
And it looked like Gerald Bayless might have been guilty.
Illegal defense, outside rush, 84. Half the distance will repeat the extra point.
They called it on Freddie Gales.
Freddie Gales, but again, you can't rush from the outside. You got to rush up the middle, and sometimes you get. See, now watch Freddie Gales. He just got pressure, but you just can't rush from the outside. He got penetration. There's not much you can do, so you shouldn't even try to rush.
Freddie was playing his last game as an Arena Football League player.
And they're going for 2 points
this time.
They moved it closer.
Bonner in the backfield, hands it off, and no go. That time Bayless came up with a good defensive play to thwart the 2-point run as Cedric Tillman is taken down. So, with 3:50 to go in the first quarter, Arizona's taken the lead by a score of 6-0.
Line shot, grabbed by Martinez.
You're watching MSG Network. We're all over it. Exclusive making-of specials for the hottest summer sci-fi blockbusters. A movie theme week. Mission Genesis, the Sci-Fi Channel's first original dramatic series. Star Trek The Experience. Roswell Week, hosted by Jonathan Frakes. The Mars Pathfinder landing. And the only way to experience it all is through the Sci-Fi Channel's extra-sensory summer.
Call your local Prime Star distributor to order.
Prime Star and Major League Baseball present the MLB Extra Innings Package. With the pennant races picking up steam, now's the time to get in on the action. And Prime Star gives you hundreds of games to choose from. Because the last half of the season is the best half, MLB Extra Innings half season is available for $99. Payable in 3 easy installments of only $33 each. And everyone who subscribes will receive a special limited edition baseball almanac. Prime Star and MLB Extra Innings. America's national pastime just got better.
Nothing a crowd on hand here. CityHawks fall behind 6-0. They say tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on MSG Network. Get a close look at the 97 New York Giants on the Giants 97 Training Camp Report. Here's Brenner kicking it off. Connell Maynard back. Nearly put this one over the screen. Taken by Maynard. Up to the 5. Tries to cut outside. And met head-on by Darren Kenny at the 10-yard line. He just ran right through. Darren said, come into my arms, young man.
I mean, you got to put some kind of move on him. I mean, Darren Kenny, 6'5", 270. Connell Maynard, 6'1", 175.
He wasn't hiding as 6'5", 270.
I mean, he's not going to win that battle if he tries to run over him. Now, he fields it cleanly. That's the key. But just watch as he runs up, and as he cut back to his left.
First and 10, CityHawks have the ball, trailing 6-0. Perez pass knocked down. That's the second deflection we've seen tonight. Slim Plumbing, at 6'3", 265 pounds, comes in to knock that pass down.
But a penalty flag on the 15-yard line. They might be calling pass interference, but because it was blocked down, they should pick up the flag if it's pass interference. If it's defensive holding, that's different. The block pass does not negate defensive holding.
After the play was over with the pass incomplete, we have a personal foul, 80. That's 8 yards. That's automatic first down.
They call the personal foul on Cedric Tillman.
Keep an eye on Tillman, number 80, right in the middle of your screen.
Yeah, that's, in hockey, they call that boarding.
Well, this is the same thing here.
That's right.
Or padding. I guess the boards are padded here.
They call it personal foul right here. CityHawks move it up and have themselves a first down. Here's Perez throwing, and Maynard fell down at the 24-yard line, and the pass went incomplete. So Mike Perez now is 3 of 9, as he is really 3 of 8. He's really struggling here in the early going.
You know, you look at that last pass that was knocked down. We've seen a lot of those this year from Perez. And you don't know if it's necessarily his fault, his offensive lineman, but the other teams, you know, the guys rushing the quarterback, they don't get the pressure. They've done a good job of jumping up and knocking down passes.
Second down and 10 now. CityHawks trail 6-0. Clock runs on incomplete passes until the final minute of each half. Freddie Gales coming in motion. Perez looking for Gales. He's got his man beat, but again, the pass overthrown.
Yeah, but Gatewood tripped him. Gatewood tripped him. They're going to call defensive pass interference, which will be an 8-yard penalty.
Well, thus far tonight, the CityHawk wide receivers have been beating the Arizona secondary, but nothing to show for it thus far.
Freddie Gales wants to go out with a big game.
17 in the defense, 8 yards, automatic first down.
Kind of looked like tripping to me. But obviously what they called it before the pass was in the air. Pass in the air, they'll call pass interference. Pass not in the air, they'll call defensive holding.
So it'll be a first down for the CityHawks. They are now exactly at midfield. They trail by a score of 6-0. Freddie Gales, who went over the 5,000-yard mark for his career in pass receptions last week. This is final game. It's back to Denver. Perez to throw. Perez has an open man. It's Thomas Stewart. Or trying to bring it inside the 10, gets down to the 10-yard line. It'll be a little inside the 10, it'll be goal to go, coming to the CityHawks.
And a good job that time by Mike Perez reading the defense. Cannell Maynard went downfield. He was double covered downfield. Or on the same side, he had nobody covering him. You see Orr, number 4, trailing right there, right side. Look, there's nobody near him because 2 guys, see up at the top, are on Maynard. So Perez reads it beautifully and takes it down to the 10-yard line. So good job reading his defense by Mike Perez.
A minute 25 to go first quarter. 6-0. Arizona with the lead. CityHawks with a chance to tie or perhaps go out in front on first and goal. The ball resting at the 10-yard line. Gales in motion. Perez. Oh, he's got plenty of room. He's going to run it. Oh, he stepped over the line of scrimmage. That pass is thrown into the end zone. It's a touchdown, but they're going to call it back.
Well, good call, Spencer. Perez did get across the line. And
Del Rico made the catch.
Yeah, irrelevant. They're going to bring it back. He was well across the line.
He had so much daylight, and then he saw Del Rico.
Yeah, well, he did, but then you can't have it both ways.
Pass. The quarterback. He threw the ball beyond the line. That's a 3-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. That's a loss of down.
Now, Carter doing a good job. You look at all the green. Now you go. You just go. Put your head down and go. But ball on the 10-yard line. Threw it from. Watch where he throws it from. Line of scrimmage, 10-yard line. Watch where he throws it from. Okay, he's well across. Now he's not even close.
Yeah. Del Rico with a great catch, which...
and the reason he was open because his guy read Perez being across the line, so he came up knowing he can't throw the football.
So it's a 3-yard penalty, and the ball back just about at the 12-yard line. Second down and 13 now. Goal to go. Here's Perez. Plenty of time. Looks in. It's almost intercepted. Freddie Gales grabbed it off the fingertips of Randy Gatewood, who had himself a sure interception and just bobbled the ball away. And Freddie Gales in his final game comes up with a touchdown. For Gales, his 6th of the season. We're tied at 6.
Just as they drew it up on the blackboard, they said, make sure it goes through Gatewood's hands, who was not in good defensive position. You can see wide open Freddie Gales, but Gatewood going up, you know. Oh, baby.
Should have had it.
Yep.
Good concentration by Gales. And here's Geary, who's having trouble concentrating, trying to get to the point. And he hits this one. So the CityHawks have taken the lead. 16 seconds to go in this first quarter of play as Michael Geary gives the CityHawks a lead on the extra point. Freddie Gales comes up with a touchdown, and the CityHawks have moved out in front by a score of 7-6.
Nice little drive there that time by the CityHawks. Good decision making by Mike Perez on several occasions. Now watch this pass here. See, this is one thing Perez sees. He sees wide open play. Does not see the defensive back coming across, which that's hurt him this year. But he threw the pass high enough, going through Gatewood's hands. Touchdown for Gales in his last game. He said, kind of set a little personal record last week.
Went over 5,000 yards for his career. And he's the fourth player in arena history to get 5,000 or more yards. Freddie Gales for the CityHawks.
I saw the weekly deal we get every week. I was real excited about that. I didn't really have that in mind. I know I was excited when I got my first 1,000 yards in this league, so I'm real happy, you know, being that this is my last year playing, and this is going to be a big accomplishment for me.
Freddie Gales, who became that fourth player to surpass 5,000 receiving yards, and Mike Perez going on the books for the fourth to surpass 13,000 passing yards. Here's Geary with a kickoff. It's a good high boot. Oh, this one goes over the screen. Must be the air in here, because we've seen two go over the screen tonight.
You know what it is?
It'll come out to the front. Well,
it's drier here.
That's right. You don't feel the fact that it's 106 degrees out there. Just don't put your hand up against the chrome of an automobile. You're going to leave some skin.
In the cab on the way over here, my knees were sweating.
That cabbie was great. I think he had a little cold air blowing on him, not for us.
Now look at that scoreboard there. They've raised it all the way as high as they can, you know, because at the Garden it's down lower, so they can kick straight away. But still, these two guys kicking the ball very nicely on kickoffs.
We're not going to get a playoff here, I do not think. 2 seconds to go, one, and Cooper's going to let the clock run out. So that'll do it for the first quarter. CityHawks on a touchdown pass to Freddie Gales from Mike Perez have taken the lead after one by a score of 7-6.
Looking for something to watch right now? Just tune to PrimeStar's special preview channel on PrimeStar Channel 2. You'll find an up-to-the-minute listing of what's playing right now on PrimeStar Channels 3 through 93. You'll also see video highlights from some of your favorite channels. PrimeStar makes it simple for you to find the type of programming you want to watch at the time you want to watch it. PrimeStar, bringing you a better way to watch TV. Enjoy.
Whether you're saving for retirement or your first home, the dream to attain financial stability is the same for us all. The network to make those dreams a reality? CNBC. CNBC provides us with the knowledge to reach the goals we set for ourselves. CNBC. First in business worldwide.
Heats up a summer month of red-hot sports action on MSG Network, like New York Yankees baseball. Follow the world champs as they battle it out against the Angels, Mariners, and Montreal Expos. Get all the latest team news, lineups, and features on MSG's comprehensive pregame show. Al Trotwick hosts AT&T Yankees Scorecard. Tune in and catch Rebecca Lobo, Sue Wicks, Teresa Weatherspoon, and the rest of the New York Liberty as they battle Utah, LA, and Cleveland. MSG brings you all the fast-paced action that's taking the area by storm. Don't miss Metro Star Soccer. Get the lowdown on this year's New York Pro football team as new coaches and new looks highlight Giants Today and Jets Journal. Take full swings at today's hard-hitting sports issues with the man who pulls no punches. Bob Page hosts Page One. Plus, you can always get the latest scores, stories, and all the action highlights on Coors Light MSG Sports Desk. It's a great month of August sports action on the New York sports leader, MSG Network.
They're all over it.
Comes Arena Football League season. They call this place the Snake Pit, and they are jam full of Rattler fans tonight.
Look at this.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that thing alive? No, it can't be.
Yeah, it could be. I've seen that guy on 7th Avenue in Manhattan. There's a pass by Connor knocked away. You ever see that guy on 7th Avenue?
I'm not talking about the guy. I'm talking about the thing around his neck.
Yeah, the thing around his neck. You're not going to get mugged anywhere in America with one of those things draped around your shoulder.
It's moving.
It's alive.
Nah, it can't be alive.
Dave, it's alive. It's a baby.
That make a good boot, you know.
A little puppy.
A good boot. Good wallet.
You could have the animal rights groups on.
Well, is that an animal?
Well, it's a viper.
Viper's a car.
Second down. Here's the pass complete to Hunky Cooper. Cooper brings the ball up to close to the 15-yard line.
You know, before the game we were out here, there were 4 of those little guys wearing number 14. I think 2 were his sons and 2 were his like nephews.
Hunky Cooper. Look at those numbers. 93. He was the Arena Football League most valuable player, and he's having himself another great season.
You know that 213 return yards. You know what that means? They gave up quite a few points because he had a chance to return a lot of kicks. But they won the game last week. Cooper's corner.
77-60. They beat Albany in a wild game here in Phoenix. Here's the pitch out going right side, and it goes to Bo Kelly. And Kelly's got the first down. They needed about a yard, and they got it up over the 15 or the 16, so it'll be first down. Bo Kelly, who last year had 15 rushing touchdowns. This year with 8. And the first and 10 coming up for Arizona at the 16. Surprised Bonner's still in the game.
Well, again, they want to, you know, they didn't have a lot of time with the ball in that first quarter.
CityHawks lead by a score of 7-6. Bonner looking to throw on first down. He has all the time in the world. Throws to Cooper, and Zachary very nearly had himself the interception. Should have had himself the interception, and it'll be a second down and 10.
You know, when you're 2-11, that's one reason why. Now, you know, we talk about Mike Perez getting pressured all the time. Look at Cedric Bonner, and it's Cedric, not Shedrick. That's the correct spelling. Cedric. Only given up 1 sack all season, but he hasn't been sacked. Second in the league passing rating. Not a bad number. 66 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
That's up quite a year. Danny White says he thinks this kid, he's big. He's 6'3", 230 pounds. Says he thinks he has the ability to play in the NFL. Cooper comes in motion. Here's the pass complete. It's a good one. Cutting outside and looking down his end zone is Duncan. Touchdown. Herb Duncan. With a big-time move on a little flare pass. Goes all the way, 34 yards for the touchdown, and Arizona regains the lead, 12-7.
That's like a screen pass you see in college. Watch the left side. Watch these guys block over here, and then they throw it to the receiver. Good blocking by his receivers. Good block right there by number 56. That's Mark Tucker, one of his tight ends. But that's a screen pass. They send the wide receiver outside. The 2 guys inside block downfield. He steps back, catches it, and uses his blockers. A real nice job.
And
they're going to drop kick?
The drop kick. He booms that one, and it is no good.
That'd have been for 2 points.
Yeah. If you drop kick it, it's 2 points. That didn't look like he dropped that ball, though. Looked like he just punted it. So the score remains 12-7. Arizona with the lead. CityHawks will get the ball back.
Hey, what's our good buddy Don? He thinks he can meet that girl. What's the bet?
Hey, Brick Boy, go dust yourself off. Hi, Cupcake. What do you say I buy you a Bud Light and you appreciate it?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Nicely done. Fun to watch.
Make it a Bud Light.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on. A relentless drive to the wire. Park Avenue Joe. Probe too close to call.
What a dramatic two-horse battle. Continental victory has done it.
Come witness
witness history in the making again. Saturday, August 9th, the Hambletonian at the Meadowlands.
Well, Anthony Brenner continues the 0 for the season. 0 for 5 in Arena Football League on the drop kick. This is 2 points if it's good.
Exactly.
He's 0 for 3.
Well, again, right there, you can see how when he dropped the ball, it shot off at an angle to his right. That's why the drop, there it is. See how it's pointed to the right? It's got to be straight up and down. And that's one reason why you don't see the drop kick. The aerodynamic football, we'll talk about it after this return.
Eddie Brown is taken down in the end zone by Junior Green. And the ball will come out to the 5-yard line. Going to bring back Charlie Brickley, a punter.
Spencer, back when they used the drop kick in football, it was when they didn't have the passing game and the football was more round. They went to the passing game, they changed the football, made it more aerodynamic, more pointed. Now when you drop that pointed football, it can bounce any which way. The old football that you bounced, it was round on the ends or rounder. It would just bounce straight up, so it was easy to kick.
How good a drop kick are you? You must probably try it.
I've tried it, but it's difficult because the ball is so pointy.
First down, here's Perez to throw. He looks, it's complete up to the 20-yard line. This time he found Bobby Bird. And a first down for the CityHawks.
And what a difference when Perez has time, or any quarterback has time. And he's gotten some time this evening.
From the 5 up to the 20, as Bobby Bird gets his 37th reception of the season.
You know, one of my pet peeves, and I haven't really addressed it, is going for 2 points early in the game to try to make up. Oftentimes you keep missing those 2-pointers, and at the end of the game, those 1-pointers that are pretty much gimmies add up, and you wish you had those back.
Just because you missed the first one, I agree with you. Stay with that one until you get down late in the game. Perez with plenty of time has Eddie Brown. Touchdown.
Holding, bring it back, folks. Holding against the CityHawks.
That's why maybe he got so much time.
But my feeling on the 2-point, wait till the fourth quarter and you need it. There's the holding call right in the middle of the line.
Take 6 off the board.
Hold it. 99 with a takedown. 8 yards.
Otis
Remains
Moore.
first down. Otis Moore lining up on the left side of your screen. See him right there. See him right there. He tackles number 96. That is Tony Henderson. You know, and he wanted to avoid the sack, so he tackled him. Unfortunately, he got caught for it, and it cost him 6. Now, if he doesn't hold Henderson, Henderson probably makes a sack, so you don't have a touchdown anyway.
Ball back at the 12-yard line now. It'll be first down 15 for the CityHawks. Eddie Brown moving in motion. Perez has time this time, and he throws. This one is complete to Maynard. And Maynard gets up to just about the original line of scrimmage, perhaps a little bit more, and it'll be a second down and 9.
See, now, if you have a choice of holding or giving up the sack, you want to hold them. Because if you give up the sack, you lose the down. It's next down. If you hold them, you lose the same amount of yardage on a penalty, but it's the repeat of the down. So, you know, you don't want to advocate holding, but if the guy's going to come through and sack the quarterback, you might as well hold him and get called for it so you gain a down, lose the yardage.
And you hope if you do hold that at least you complete the pass so it forces the team to take the penalty, as it happened that time. It's second down and 9 now. Eddie Brown in motion. Here's Perez. He's looking deep for Maynard. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Sean Parnell had no clue where the ball was, but he followed Cannell Maynard's eyes. And when Maynard saw the ball, his eyes got big. That's when number 15, Parnell, turned around and just swatted the ball. So that's pretty good cornerback technique. Trailing your receiver. Now watch, he'll turn around at the last second right there because he was watching Maynard's eyes. All the way down, he was just trailing Maynard. And Maynard, he looked at it. Now you'll see it here. Right there, he turns around, gets his right hand on the ball.
Defensive play. It's a third down now and 9 for the 21. 8.5 to go first half. Arizona leads by a score of 12-7. Eddie Brown coming in motion to the line of scrimmage. Here's Perez. Has time, throws, has Eddie Brown at the 15. He's going to put 6 on the board. Eddie Brown, that time, Parnell went for the ball. That time, it cost him 6 points, and the CityHawks lead it by a score of 13-12.
A well-run pass pattern, good protection for Perez, and then Eddie Brown just made the guy look foolish.
So Mike Perez with a touchdown pass, his second one of the night. The CityHawks have regained the lead at 13-12. Going back to that missed extra point.
In the stands have been forced to play after the kickoff. Now again, watch Perez, who's got plenty of time, but he's done a good job reading the defense tonight. Now he's looking at Eddie Brown, sees him open, delivers a pass. Now watch number 15, Parnell, just overcommits, body weight much too high. You got to get down low so you can play it effectively.
So penalty after the kickoff on the fact that Eddie Brown went into the stands. Extra point is good by Geary and spiked the ball. CityHawks lead it by a score of 14-12.
We're all over it.
Look out, do a jump here. We're gonna try to do it again this year. Sit right down, put on the TV. It's time for Yankees on MSG. Do it! Y-A-N-K. Everybody, Y-A-N-K. Do it now. Y-A-N-K. Yankee baseball on MSG. Y-A-N-K. Yankee baseball on MSG.
Hey, Brian, Long Island finally has its first youth soccer show.
That's right, Val. It's action-packed, too. I mean, we've got kids, we have teams, we have coaches, we have MLS stars.
Hey, that's you, Bryce.
And that's you, Val.
And we're the hosts of Soccer Zone.
A show that you can learn about the sport with and have fun along the way.
Soccer Zone, the soccer show made just for you and your team.
CityHawks have regained the lead by a score of 14-12 Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. on MSG Network. The Yankees take on Tom Kelly's Minnesota Twins. Pre-game coverage begins at 3:30 p.m. with AT&T Yankee scoreboard.
How many home runs Martinez have?
36,
right?
99 RBI.
That's a good season.
Hey, you better believe it. Lou Gehrig was the last Yankee first baseman to hit that many. He hit 37 in 1937. And again, the kick goes into the crowd up over the screen. Even though the youngster.
Hey, the kid catch it or his dad catch it?
I don't think the kid caught it. I didn't.
Maybe
really
mom caught it. I bet
it could have been. You get to keep the ball.
Look at him. Look at him. He's happy, isn't he?
You better believe it. He is.
There's a fan for life.
That's a great football, too. That's big-time football. Exact same football, really, Wilson ball that they use in the NFL.
Oh, yeah. Just different colored panels. You can see that two different colors. New quarterback there for the Arizona Rattlers, Donnie Davis, 6'2", 205 out of Georgia Tech.
Davis on the season has thrown only 7 passes. He's completed 6 of them. And it's 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line. Cooper goes in motion. Davis with his first pass. This one is complete. And a good hard hit. Down the far side of the reception by Herb Duncan. As Chauncey Hogan took hard into the boards.
Now, I'm trying to remember, Spencer. Both teams each team is on the other sideline from each other. Most games we've seen, they've been on the same sideline, haven't they?
Yeah, like
I think so.
Like in hockey.
Yeah, but this stadium, this arena here, one's on one side, one's on the other.
2nd down and 1. In motion goes Cooper. Looking for Cooper. Hutke, Torrey, touchdown.
If they go for 2 here, I'm going to scream. Cooper made his man look silly.
Hernandez, Hunky Cooper with a 33-yard reception on a perfectly thrown ball.
Watch, see his man's nowhere to be found. He ran a post corner pattern and got by Zachary. You can see 22 Zachary there. See post towards the middle and outside, and Zachary got beaten. They're going to drop kick it again. This is unbelievable.
They're 0 for 3 on drop kicks. And this one makes it 0 for 4.
You know, that's 3 points they've given away.
Yep.
See, because now the score is 18-14, where it could be 20, 21, 14 right now.
You might call this an experimentation time for Danny White. But Brenner now 0 for 4 on the drop kicks. Wasn't a bad kick this time. Came mighty close. Didn't hit it hard to the
well,
left.
look how he dropped it.
Yeah.
When it bounced up, it's got to bounce up straight up and down. But it tilts to the right, and you got no chance.
I would think, David, and you were a kicker, much tougher to be a soccer-style kicker on a drop kick.
Nah, I don't agree. I don't agree. The tough thing is the football, because of the passing game. It's more pointed that when you drop it, it doesn't. You've got to drop it perfectly straight, so it bounces up perfectly straight.
But if you drop it in front of you this way, if you're a soccer-style kicker, you're coming from the side.
I don't think that makes any difference at all.
Okay, well, I think you know a little more about that.
Well, I mean, I could be wrong too. I mean, it's just.
My days as a drop kicker, I remember back. Brenner will kick it off.
Yeah, but you played back when they had that fat rugby football.
I told you, Charlie Brickley of Harvard, All-American, 1906. Here's Brenner's kick. This is going to be a tough return for Maynard. Maynard comes up with it. At the 5, finds Rowe, 10. Stutter steps outside. Oh, a fancy move by Connell Maynard to bring it up to the 23-yard line. Pretty return. CityHawks have it back with 6 minutes to go in this first half, trailing 18-14. That's tough catching that ball off that screen, folks.
And the key thing here is he did not field it cleanly, but he gets good downfield. Just look at these moves here. Now he's going to go backwards. Wait a second. Come on this way, Cannell. He made a lot out of nothing, really, because when he dropped that football, that gives them an extra second or two to get downfield.
The CityHawks down 18-14, a chance to grab the lead with 5:45 to go in this first half. What a season it's been for Connell Maynard, who's emerged as one of the promising stars in this league. And we got a whistle, and I believe Perez called the timeout as the clock was running out.
The CityHawks call their second timeout, so that's going to hurt them late in this half when you often need your timeouts.
Watch Maynard here.
Now make sure you put the ball away. See, he's carrying it kind of loosely. That can, when you start changing directions, guys can come from behind. Now he's got two hands on it, but you really got to put that football away.
Well, earlier in the season against Albany at Madison Square Garden, he put 6 on the board, and the man he tried to beat was the kicker, Tom Whalehan, who found a new wrinkle to stop him.
Fielded by Connell Maynard near the back of the end zone, and Maynard on the run has some room to run. One man to beat. It's Whalehan, and he beat him this time. Whalehan grabs the foul. Now that's more like a kicker making a tackle.
Talk about throwing in the towel.
Well, no, he's playing flag football. He thought you grab the flag, guy's down. Now, you heard of flag football.
I remember flag football.
All right. You're a big stickball guy, aren't you?
Stickball, two-hand touch. Association. You ever play association?
Great rock group back in the 60s.
Did you?
Yeah, Wendy. Sure.
Were you a pretty good stickball player? Two sewer guy?
Along comes Mary.
5:35 to go in the half. First down from the 21. Perez, plenty of time. Perez to Freddie Gale, who took a hard hit from Cornell and is taken down at the 16. Freddie playing in his last game in Arena Football League action. See if he gets up, and he has any more plays left. A little woozy. Freddie's going to go back telling us to Denver. He has a barber shop. He's a barber, and his clientele's waiting for him.
Don't have to say much on this one. Now, you notice the nice thing about Parnell, you notice he didn't lead with his head, he led with his shoulder. That's very important. You lead with your head, you're going to hurt yourself.
So the CityHawks down at the 16 now. 5:22 to go in the half. A little discussion going on the sideline. Larry Kaharich with the referee. Mike Perez there.
See, now watch how number 15 Parnell leads with his right shoulder. His head gets out of the way. Watch this. See that? That's good tackling right there. How many times you see a guy lead with the helmet? The helmet does not protect the neck. It only protects the head.
He got the right shoulder in there.
That's a good job. And Freddie Gale is going to walk out of the game now and sit on his bench.
Reddy's going to get a bit of a rest right now. CityHawks trailed by a score of 18-14. Wayne Morris, youngster out of Hofstra, who's missed a lot of the season with an injury. Young man who played alongside Wayne Trebek. Perez calls signals from the 16. And
delay a game.
Delay a game. Second one on the CityHawks.
Boy, and Coach Kuharich is really ticked off. He thinks they should have reset that clock. Now that the official's coming over to talk to the referee, let's see what he says.
Delay a game. Offense. 3-yard penalty.
Kuharich is, look at him.
We'll move the ball back to the 16-yard line. Now, hold on. They haven't moved it yet. Somebody's got to take control here. Okay, there's the 3-yard penalty for the delay of game. And it'll be 1st and 13 from the 19. 4:51 to go in the half. Arizona leads 18-14. Mike Perez has thrown 2 touchdown passes this evening. One to Freddie Gales, 12 yards. One to Eddie Brown, 29 yards. He's looking for Maynard, and the pass deflected away right at the line of scrimmage. And the man who got his hands up, I believe, was Darren Kenny, number 58.
That's third pass we've seen tonight. Be off to his right. Let's see who gets it. Well, couldn't quite see. We've seen that's about the third one. There's 58 jumping right there. Got a good call, Spencer.
Darren Kenny, the man who got his hands on it. So it's second down coming up. 2nd and 13 for the 19. 4:05 to go. First down. Maynard coming in motion. Far side is Thomas Orr. And Orr will get the first down with a goal to go down at about the 8-yard line. Give Mike Perez proper protection. He'll eat you up. He'll tear you up. Doing a good job tonight. But when they come at him, even though they haven't had any sacks against them, and we haven't seen many sacks this season, but just the extra pressure and the extra hits takes its toll.
Pressure and hits are quite a few, and again, they don't keep that official stat. You see Perez, who's set the league on fire last year up at Albany when he had over 4,100 yards.
Bonner had 3,700 last year. Overall 4th. It's a 3rd down. They were shy of the first down. They need 2. Here's Perez. Perez looking at the end zone. Overthrows Maynard. Parnell got his hand on it. Actually, Maynard got up pretty high, and it took a great play by Parnell to knock that one away. It'll be 4th down and 2 coming up. You go for the 3 right here. Let's see.
Well, the way Gary's been kicking, I'd say no. Watch Parnell doing a good job playing this. Reads the ball, jumps up. Just does a nice job knocking away. Don't know if Maynard would have had that. But again, Parnell, just nice athletic play here, reading the ball nicely, knocks it away.
Parnell's one of those players who, when he does it right, looks great. And earlier, on the touchdown pass, he got beat badly in a great move by Eddie Brown. So 4th down, they're going to go for it 4th down and 2 with the ball at the 8-yard line. 18-14, Arizona with the lead. The handoff for Hopick. He's not going to get it. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. Read beautifully, and Fleming came up to make the stop. And the ball is going to go over. They needed 2. They came up short.
They put the 3 wide receivers to the other side, the right side, as we're looking at it here to the left. So they brought the Hopick up the left side. Good job closing it down by Fleming from the he's wears number 10, but he's an offensive defensive lineman. There he is. Just closed it down beautifully.
So Arizona, with plenty of time right now, gets the ball back with 2:12 to go here in the first half. They lead 18-14. Donnie Davis is the quarterback, replacing Cedric Bonner. Here's Davis on first down, pumping once, then going deep. And the ball is intercepted. Thomas Orr had his hands on it, then knocked it away. Crowd thought it should have been pass interference against Cedric Tillman. as Orr went for the ball. There you see Tillman getting up.
Orr trailing Tillman nicely, just played it beautifully. Trying to go to Hunky Cooper on the left side. You'll see Davis looking over here to the left. Can't find him, see? So now he goes deep. You'll see just a real nice play. Now you see him going down. That's what they're calling. I don't know that he got pushed down or he tripped. We couldn't see it from that angle. Real good camera work. I think he just went down. I don't think that's pass interference.
Second down from the 7. Gatewood makes the grab, and Gatewood wrapped up and wrapped up quickly. Good defensive coverage that time of the CityHawks' Chauncey Hogan.
And they're about to have the 1-minute warning here as Randy Gatewood having a pretty good season. Again, keep in mind that Schexnayder, their leading receiver, inactive tonight, keeping him out of this game. Schexnayder, 93 catches, 29 touchdowns, and Gatewood, 20 TDs on 60 receptions. Oh, look at this.
Big numbers. Oh, look at that last week. 7 touchdown receptions, 12 receptions for 244 yards. He really emerged last year with 81 receptions. There is Calvin Schexnayder, who played his college ball at Washington State. Just watching the proceedings. He'll be ready for the opening round of the playoffs, though. Third down coming up. And 3. And they've got first down on the 20 to 21. Bob McMillan on the carry. They seem to have had very little problems, Dave Jennings, when they run that sweep to the right side against the CityHawks.
No, they get a lot of forward momentum going, and whoever's running the football, doesn't matter who. And did they stop the clock here? No, they just stopped it because they moved the chains on the first down.
50 seconds to go in the half. 18-14, Arizona with the lead. It's a first down for the Rattlers. Davis in trouble. Davis got rid of it. Threw it out of the CityHawk bench. Good pressure that time.
Coverage incompletion.
He had nobody to find downfield. Clock stops in the final minute of Arena Football League play of each half. So on that incomplete pass, the clock does stop. 35 seconds to go. And a 2nd and 10 coming up. Davis is coming on for Bonner. He's thrown for a touchdown. Davis on 2nd down. Again in trouble.
Now he was out of bounds. He was definitely out of bounds. That's Junior Green. Again, the boards are out of bounds, and you've got about 4 or 5 inches from the sideline to the boards.
And again, you must have 1 foot in, but you can't lean up against the board. You grab the ball. You can grab the ball and go up against the board.
Right side. See, he's out of bounds. You can clearly see that. He caught the pass.
His feet were in bounds, but his body had already hit the boards before he got possession of the ball. 3rd down and 10. 30 seconds to go in the half. Davis looks. Davis throws incomplete. Intended for Gatewood. And just threw that ball behind him. He had Randy Gatewood.
Boy, he had Hogan downfield about 30 yards. Hogan was saying, I'm not getting beat deep, and Gatewood ran out. And Davis threw the pass too soon. Now the 26 seconds, 4th down. I assume they'll go for it here. Won't kick the field goal. Now Maynard's back. Yeah, no, Brenner's on the field. No drop kick this time.
No, Brenner's 10 for 20 on field goals. They don't get to kick too many field goals, this team. They score touchdowns.
He's 1 for 6 from the 40 and out.
And this one is a 43-yard, 44 yards. 8 yards deep in the end zone. He's kicking it 34 yards in the field. And this one has the distance, but it's wide to the right. It'll be returned by Maynard. Maynard up the center of the field, has room. Up to the 20, taken down. And with 15 seconds to go in the half, the CityHawks will get it back. 1 timeout remaining. And an opportunity to take the lead. And those 2 timeouts they were forced to take with the clock running down could come back to haunt them right here.
Well, you only have 15 seconds, so you pretty much have to go for it. You do have the 1 timeout left. They probably have time for 3 plays, maybe 4. Down by 4 points. Now let's see. Keep an eye on how Arizona's playing this. Their defensive backs, they're playing right up on the line of scrimmage, except for Gatewood, who's playing a free safety position.
First down, Maynard coming in motion to the line of scrimmage. Perez throws. Perez has a completed pass to Bobby Bird. And Bird able to get out of bounds.
Took 6 seconds to run that play, so they can run 2 more.
9 seconds to go in the half.
See, so they can run a play. It doesn't matter if they get inbounds or out of bounds because they can call that timeout and run one last play.
All down at the 14. 18-14. CityHawks trailing the game. So you're talking about extra points also. If you take a look at what happened, not kicking the field goal. Just in the last series, Dave, would have set up a chance to grab the lead with yet another field goal here. I mean, everything we can look back on and say, what if, woulda, shoulda. Here's the first down play. Perez in trouble. The dog throws incomplete. They had him around the ankles. They just couldn't bring him down.
But I think they've got a holding penalty against the CityHawks.
Flag down there.
Now they wound the clock. Now there's a penalty. You got to stop the clock. You can't wind the clock. The penalty stopped the clock. They can call a timeout. So they got to talk.
Should have stopped the clock.
Yeah, I mean, incomplete pass, holding. I mean, and the CityHawks could have used their last time out there. There's a little discussion here.
Now let's see what the call's going to be.
We have a timeout with 1 second to go. The clock should have been stopped. That's New York's last timeout.
CityHawks undoubtedly go for the field goal here, I would think.
Well, with the way Geary has been really poor this year. Now Perez almost gets hurt here because he holds on. There's the hold right there.
Yeah, he
looked like Franklin Stevens doing a holding.
Well,
right in the middle of your screen.
They're going to send Geary out to try the field goal. You talk about being in a funk. He is in a big-time funk. He's now missed 11 consecutive field goals. He's 14 for 48. And this one is a 38-yarder. Numbers on Mike Perez. Head coach Larry Kuharich. Canal Maynard's going to hold for Geary on the final play of the first half with the Rattlers leading 18-14.
The official's over on the sideline talking to Danny White, explaining what's going on. There he is. It's almost like a baseball game. Talk to one manager, talk to the other manager.
As you pointed out earlier, in most Arena Football League facilities, both teams' benches are on the same side of the field.
Now, do they play hockey in this arena?
Yeah.
So I wonder if the hockey teams are on the opposite sides.
Normally not.
Normally they're on the same side, I believe.
Usually hockey teams are on the same side. For Arena Football, they made it like outdoor football. Right here, we're going to get a field goal attempt by Michael Geary.
Okay, now they just called a face mask. It wasn't holding, it was a face mask against 56, Franklin Stevens. So they got to mark off 8 yards from the previous line of scrimmage. So now, I don't know that they marked it off.
Well, they did. They did? I don't think they marked it off.
You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Come on back.
That's Franklin CityHawks.
Okay, they got to go to the previous spot, then mark it off 8 yards.
14. And they bring it to the 23.
And I don't know.
Offense. 8 yards, it remains first down.
I mean, I don't know why you turn it down. You want to push him back as far as you can.
So the ball is at the 23. It's a 38-yard field goal attempt coming up here for Michael Geary. The final play of the first half, Arizona leads 18-14. CityHawks can cut the deficit to 1. Geary has had a big-time struggle the last month. He has this one. Looks good. It's perfect. Whoa. 38-yard field goal by Michael Geary to close out the first half. A nice way to break out of a slump. And Geary had missed 2 tonight, had missed 10 in a row, not 11 in a row. Boots this one through, and the CityHawks have cut the deficit down to 1 point, 18-17. So we'll take a break right here, and we get back. Gus Johnson will be at the MSP Sports Desk, 18-17 here at halftime. Arizona with the lead.
Oh, hello. I would like to exchange this, please.
Okay, reason, sir?
Well,
Well, last week here in Arizona, the fans at the arena here saw 137 points put on the board in Arizona's victory over Albany. They've got only 35 tonight, but it's been an exciting ballgame.
It has been an exciting ballgame. Now, keep in mind one thing. Schexnayder, their best offensive player, is not playing, and they've switched quarterbacks here midway through the first quarter. But the CityHawks playing pretty well. Perez doing a good job reading the defenses. I've noticed that. He's got a couple passes not blocked down, but he's reading the secondary nicely.
Okay, let's take a look at the Foot Locker halftime highlights. First of all, it was Arizona going out in front by a score of 6-0 early, and then Freddie Gales in his final game in Arena Football League action coming up with a touchdown reception.
You see his corner leaving him wide open now. The other guy comes across, doesn't make the play, and Gales pulls it in nicely.
So it was 7-6 at that point, but Herb Duncan has seen a lot of action tonight. He's ready to pull one in.
Here's the wide receiver screen. He gets some blocking out in front of him, and then he just takes off. Real good blocking on this play. This was a team touchdown right here.
A team touchdown right there, and Eddie Brown with a great move right here. His 12th touchdown reception of the season, and once again, the CityHawks had the lead.
Where's Sean Parnell, number 15? Well, he's going to come in. Watch how too high he is. Instead of being down, breaking it down, Eddie Brown just walks into the end zone and up into the crowd.
Got a penalty for this also.
Yes, he did.
He didn't pay for the seat. And Hunky Cooper has the reception right here for the touchdown, and once again the lead goes the other way.
Little post corner beating Zachary to the end zone for the final touchdown, the fifth touchdown of the game for both teams.
Donnie Davis came up with a reception with a pass right there to Hunky Cooper. It's 18-17 at halftime. Arizona with the lead. Joins us downstairs, and Coach, pretty good effort by your club this far tonight.
It's a good effort. It's a battle, and we'll go quarter by quarter. Had an opportunity maybe take a field goal early, but I felt we'd go and get 7, and it failed, so there's the points difference.
Larry, it seems like Mike Perez is making some good decisions reading the defenses tonight.
He is. Number 5 goes to the middle when he's mirrored on the slot back to the short side. He gets a fast zone read, so he knows he has that short side flat route, whether we do a hook, a hitch, or a flat route.
You know, final game of the season, we can take a look at Michael Geary, who's really struggled. It was a big field goal for him to close out the half.
It really was a big field goal, and maybe that'll give us some impetus here in the second half.
Hey, Coach, have you ever seen so many drop kicks in your life?
Yeah, exactly. Not since 35.
35? Where were you at 35?
I was with Jenny.
He ain't even on that. Hunky Cooper returns the kick. Well, he isn't.
Who is he kidding?
Who is he kidding? You remember 35, right?
I remember 35 10 years ago. Or was that 1935?
He was talking about 1935.
Oh, baby.
President Roosevelt was in his first term. You remember FDR. First and 10. Ball at the 12-yard line. The quarterback comparison brought to you by American Express. And on first down, this pass play comes to the near side of the field, and Bo Kelly has it. The American Express quarterback comparison brought to you by American Express. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, American Express helps you do more. Bonner against Perez. And, of course, Bonner was relieved late in the first half.
By design.
Yeah, by design.
He wasn't hurt.
They took him out, and Donnie Davis came on. And Davis stays in the ball game now on a first down. Davis looks, Davis throws. We get a flag on the play.
Yeah, you got Zachary holding Hunky Cooper when he tried to jam him. So they're going to have defensive holding against Zachary.
See if they decline this one. Ball down at the 18-yard line.
You're going to turn it down.
Looks that way.
Hold it. 22 defense. Decline. Play stands. It's enough for a first down.
So it's a first down at the 18-yard line of the CityHawks.
See, one thing they try to do is see Hunky Cooper right there in motion. And watch Zachary comes up and just holds him and tackles him right there. And the flag comes right down. You can see the flag being thrown in. Didn't matter. They completed the pass anyway.
Out at the 18-yard line, where it's a first down at 10. Donnie Davis out of Georgia Tech called signals. Donnie Davis looks, throwing to Cooper, and Hunky was going the other way. And the ball goes incomplete. It'll be a second down and 10.
Well, you can tell Davis and Cooper haven't been on the field a lot together because Cooper, as you called it, he ran down and to his right. Davis ran down and read it down and to the left. Look at Cooper. He's going, I don't know where he's throwing the ball.
Wasn't throwing it to me that time. Davis now 4 of 9. A touchdown, 58 yards. And a second down at 10 for the 18-yard line of the CityHawks. Another good crowd on hand here as Cooper comes in motion. Davis to throw. Davis in trouble. Got away from Hostler and is taken down perhaps behind the line of scrimmage. He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That would technically go as a sack.
Right, and good job downfield by Hogan and by Zachary covering their receivers. One of them, number 81, Herb Duncan, was covered nicely. You take a look at Franklin Stevens stretching it out. That brings up a 4th down and 2.
Ball at the 19-yard line. Davis is going to go for it on the 4th down play. And they have had a great deal of success, Dave, particularly running to the right. Let's see what they do here.
Look at this post here. Put that on injury reserve. Look at that thing.
The post has had it.
Man. Let's see the post here. Look at the post. Plump.
Davis is okay. The post isn't. It's 4th down and 2. The tailback is Bo Kelly.
Oh, boy.
Davis throws all alone. Hunky Cooper touchdown. Great play action fake. And the CityHawks finish.
Boy, you called it perfectly, Spencer. Play action. Just watch Cooper. Look at him wide open. They jammed him and passed him off. Nobody picked him up. Takes it in for the wide open touchdown. Let's see if they can finally go for one here.
Yeah, a conservative extra point attempt by Anthony Brenner, which would make this a 25-17 game, and the block right up the middle came Franklin Stevens. Or did he come up the middle?
Or did he come from the outside?
That is an illegal move.
See, and the reason some guys get free on the outside because they're not really blocked, because the guys who are blocking them know they can't come that side.
Illegal defense. Outside rush number 56 will replay the extra point after this.
Now, last time they did this, they went for 2.
Why don't try a drop kick?
I don't know if he's coming from the outside. Looks like next to the outside, but hey, they're still going to go for 1. Last time they put it on the 1.5-yard line. The initial touchdown, they went for 2, and that's what started all those 2-point conversion attempts.
You know, they're looking third quarter instead of game. It's now a 7-point lead. This would make it 8. Here's the placement. Brenner's kick is good. It is an 8-point lead. So Hunky Cooper takes the touchdown pass. The extra point is good. Arizona's opened up its bigger lead of the night, 25-17. Tell how cool it's got.
But it's dry. That's what they keep telling you.
Right. It was about, I guess the high today was about 105. And it's we were lucky. It's getting warmer tomorrow. They expect about 108 degrees.
Look at this guy. He's in a contest here. He's got to throw the footballs through the goalpost.
Just that.
Look at him.
Oh, I ran out of time.
Did a pretty good job. He had to throw those little footballs through the uprights. Had to keep going back and forth. Got prizes every time he did. Better than those guys at halftime trying to kick those field goals from 45 yards. They're like 5 guys. If you added up the length of all their kicks, they wouldn't even reach 45 yards.
Brenner's going to kick it off right here. 11:43 to go in the third quarter. Arizona with a 25-17 lead. And Brenner's kick. Canal Maynor is back deep. He'll have a return. Maynor at the 10, 50, 20, near midfield. Fumbles the ball. He went down. And ball down at the 24. Another nice return by Maynor, who comes up limping. CityHawks have the ball. And it's so important, you know, we've seen tonight, Dave, 3 kicks go over the screen, the ball comes out to the 5-yard line.
Exactly.
Right here, it's a midfield.
You know, one thing we've seen Gary do at home quite a bit is he'll kick it just underneath the upright where there is no net and it goes into the stands. But here, with that scoreboard so high, they're able to get the good height. And they've, as you said, they've kicked 3 of them over the nets.
And that ball, it's hard to tell, but when you're down on the field, when that ball, it zips off that net. It takes a lot of practice. And there's a home field advantage in fielding kicks. No doubt about it. Here's Perez calling signal on first down. CityHawks down by 8. He's got Maynor. He's at the 10. He's at the 7. He's taken down. Goal to go for the CityHawks. 1 play. They're within range of tying this football game up.
You know, one thing, you look at Arizona's defense, they seem to concentrate on the deep receivers, letting the short or intermediate receivers free. They'll double a downfield receiver. And this is what Mike Perez has done a pretty good job of reading all night. Reading the intermediate receiver being open. You'll see him just looking at the right side. Now, where are the defensive backs? They're downfield covering a deeper receiver. There you see number 81, Herb Duncan, coming up finally to make the play, but the CityHawks get it to the 7-yard line.
Goal to go for the CityHawks, who trailed 25-17 here in the third quarter. Eddie Brown coming close to the line of scrimmage. The end zone, Eddie Brown, touchdown. So the CityHawks counter in just 2 plays. They put 6 more on the board, and it's 25-23.
Eddie Brown doing a good job working with Canal Maynor. Canal Maynor lined up outside, Eddie Brown inside. They ran a crossing pattern, not necessarily a pick. And Eddie Brown, he got free as the 2 defensive backs. You'll see Canal Maynor. There he goes in front. And here's Eddie Brown coming behind him. Both guys, well, you can see the defensive back there on the ground, but a good job, good combination pattern by Eddie Brown and Canal Maynor.
Now, here's something we were talking about earlier. 2 points ties the football game up, but it's very early in the game. CityHawks are going to go for the 2 rather than take the 1.
Arizona's already missed 3 2s. That's 3 1s they could have had.
CityHawks will go for the 2. And a tie right here at 25. Now the pass deflected at the line of scrimmage, so the 1 does not go on the board. Neither does the 2. And the CityHawks remain down by 2, but hold on, we may have a flag in the play.
There's a flag. It was down on the snap. Now, if it's a false start, they got to run it again, because a false start is a dead ball foul. You cannot refuse it. If it's offside, offense, decline, the extra point is no good. See, that's why you should go for 1. You know, we've talked about this all game.
25-23, Arizona with a lead by 2 with 9:23 to go in this third quarter.
First field goal, and the Knicks lead is now 3. Ewing with the step on Cutler.
You're watching MSG Network.
We're all over it.
Look out the world champion here. We're gonna try to do it again this year. Sit right down, put on the TV. It's time for Yankees on MSG. Do it! Everybody, watch do it now. Yankee baseball on MSG. Yankee baseball on MSG.
Hey, Brian, Long Island finally has its first youth soccer show.
That's right, Val. It's action-packed, too. I mean, we've got kids, we have teams, we have coaches, we have MLS stars.
Hey, that's you, Bryce.
And that's you, Val.
And we're the hosts of Soccer Zone.
A show that you can learn about the sport with and have fun along the way.
Soccer Zone, the soccer show made just for you and your team.
Here in Arizona, where they love their Rattlers. They lead it by a score of 25-23, and they're on their way to the playoffs, and they've got home field advantage all the way through. Off the kickoff. Taken out by Hunky Cooper, only to the 5-yard line. Nice tackle by Jason Pahopic. Now Arizona, with that 11-2 mark, gets home field advantage throughout the playoffs. They can have the Arena Bowl here in Arizona, and their opening round opponent still not determined. They will play. It goes 1-8-2-7. They'll play either Milwaukee, Tampa Bay, or Albany. And after what Albany did with them last week, I don't know if they want to play the Firebird.
Although the key thing is they get that game here. And they get the rest of their games here, and that's always a big plus.
77-60, they beat Albany last week. Schatznader caught 7 touchdown passes against Danny White's ball club. And first down and 10 from the 5. Hunky Cooper in motion, and the pitch out goes to Brian Easter, who's already scored a touchdown rush tonight. He brings it up to the 8-yard line. Pick up a 3-second and 7.
You talk about the importance of the home field. Last year, the NFL playoffs, there were 10 games in the playoffs that were played on a home field. We won't count the Super Bowl, which was the 11th game. In those 10 games, the home team won 8. Visiting team won twice. So, you know, Jacksonville won on the road twice. So that's something that you want to get is that home field advantage.
It's a big, big difference. Second down and 7. Davis throwing. Davis completing this one. So Herb Dunford's had a pretty good night. He's shy of the first down, up at about the 12 or 13-yard line. 13-yard line will be 3rd down and 2.
You know, you just saw a shot of Danny White as quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. He played some games at RFK Stadium. That was a tough place to play. Look at the job. 5 playoff appearances, 3 division championships. Some of those games were played in RFK. A little sad note, RFK no longer. Right. You know, they open up their new stadium 3rd week of the NFL season.
You like playing there?
Oh, greatest place. On the road, that is.
3rd and 2. Here's Easter looking for the first down. Got to get to the 15. He does. First down at the 15-yard line. Great fans on Nation's Capital.
And remember that the catch by Dwight Clark in Candlestick Park. We had played in the game as a member of the Giants the week before. Then the visiting team the next week was the Dallas Cowboys, Danny White. He was the quarterback of that Dallas Cowboy team that lost to San Francisco, and the catch, San Francisco's first of 5 Super Bowls.
There are certain plays that just stick out, and the picture of them. The Bobby Thompson home run will live forever in American sports. Dwight Clark's catch of that touchdown pass against the Cowboys. Here's Easter again. First down. He gets 5. He gets 6 yards up to the 21. It almost looks like he gets tackled by his own center, Joe Birch.
Havlicek stealing the ball. Bird stealing the ball.
Yeah.
Henderson stealing the ball. ML Carr stealing the ball.
You're not a Celtic fan, huh? Willis Reed coming out against the Lakers in 69-70. What sticks out in some folks' minds? Big time.
Don Nelson shot from the top of the key in the Forum, Game 7, 1969, bounced 20 feet up in the air and straight through.
Mateau scoring the goal, winning for the Rangers. Messier's goal. Here's Davis to throw. He's looking deep, and this one is picked off. CityHawks have it back. Zachary with the ball, brings it up to the 17, 18-yard line, and the CityHawks get the football and a chance to take the lead.
And Junior Green was wide open behind Zachary, but because Davis was running to his left, trying to throw back to his right, we see it time and time again, a difficult pass to make. Now you're going to see him run to his left. Davis running to his left. We're going to try and throw back to his right. Now keep an eye, Junior Green behind Zachary. Look how wide he's so wide open. He's out of the picture. If he throws it accurately, that's a touchdown. But Zachary playing the ball. See, he's running to his left, throwing back to his right, throwing backing up.
Couldn't get the,
look where Green was.
Couldn't get the trajectory on the football and the distance. So the CityHawks have it back. 1st and 10 from the 18. Trevi 25-23. Thomas Ward with the reception. Ward fumbles the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by Arizona. Cedric Walker recovers the fumble, and back-to-back turnovers. This one hurts the CityHawks.
Of course, that's a sign of a championship team. When you turn the ball over, you bring it back. And keep an eye on Orr. How's he holding the football? Kind of loose. And there's number 5, Cedric Walker, their best defensive player. Actually gets stripped by number 80, Cedric Tillman.
So Arizona with the ball again. They've got it at the 19, 1st and 10. They lead 25-23. Hunky Cooper goes in motion. The pass to Cooper, incomplete. Not thrown well at all. Zachary covering on the play with the ball on the throw. 25-23, 5:29 remaining in the third quarter. Arizona with a 2-point lead.
Danny White's telling his quarterback, now just calm down. You got a guy wide open. Don't rush it. That's what experience is all about. You know, you said as Davis came in to this game earlier in the second quarter, he'd only thrown 7 passes all season.
He's thrown 11 already this evening. And it's a 2nd down and 10. Again, Hunky Cooper moving to the line of scrimmage. Davis the pass. Pressure. Has time. Steps up. He throws. Gatewood has it. That's 1st down. Goal to go at the 6-yard line. Randy Gatewood with a big-time reception. He got 60 coming into this game.
And you see the difference that time with Davis stepping up, finding his receiver, stepping through and throwing the ball nicely. Just keep an eye. Watch how he steps forward. Just nicely thrown pass to Gatewood.
Gatewood's 2nd reception of the night. Thomas Orr. Good hard hit on the board. Goal to go at the 6 for Arizona. Trying to increase their lead. They're up by 2. Davis on 1st down. Coming to the
See, and he rushed that
Gatewood.
pass because Gatewood ran a quick slant. He was open, but Davis forced it. Just relax, take your time. It's easy for us to say up here. Davis really getting his first extended action this season. See, right side of the screen. Watch 17 run the slant. That's Gatewood. He runs a slant. Now Davis forces it too early, and see it's high and behind him, but he had beaten Hogan, number 9.
So it's 2nd down and goal now from the 6-yard line. CityHawks trail 25-23. 3:40 to go. Third quarter. Pitch out Easter. Easter hit at the line of scrimmage. Gets down to the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd down coming up from the 4. And Oslick at the stop. This team's not afraid to run the football with Easter.
Well, you know, it has an effect of keeping the defense a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage and not rushing the quarterback, paying attention. And watch this lead running back here. Uh-oh.
Hunky Cooper now throws to the end zone. Touchdown. What a play!
And I'll guarantee you that was not designed that way.
Cedric Tillman was all alone, though. Cooper was thwarted coming left, cut back right, and just lobbed one in the end zone. For the touchdown. We got a flag in the play, though.
Might be an offensive lineman downfield. Probably be an ineligible receiver downfield because that was a run and he turned it into a pass. Should be an ineligible receiver downfield. Danny can't be complaining about that one.
Ineligible downfield. 58. It was not the tight end. It was downfield. That's a 3-yard penalty. There's no score.
Darren Kenny. Now this crowd not happy with that call.
Let's find 58. Looks, he's in the end zone. See, and he's supposed to be there because he's blocking downfield.
Yeah. On the running play. See Jim Sauber screaming, one of the...
See him right there. He's screaming. He's saying...
So the assistant coach pointed out to the official who picked it up. So they're going to move the ball back now to the 7-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and goal.
Look at him. He's got a shiner.
Yeah.
Where'd he get that from?
Block and drop kick. Bring the ball back to the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal. 25-23, Arizona by 2 with 2:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. It was 18-17 at halftime. Arizona by 1. Hunky Cooper in motion. Davis looking to the end zone for Cooper. Great defensive play. Zachary came up with the left hand and knocks it away from Cooper. It'll be 4th down and goal.
That's a pretty good play right there. The fans upset because they feel like his right hand was all over the back of Cooper. I mean, this is a pretty much of a bang-bang play. Cooper coming back to the ball. Zachary coming back to the ball. No, that's a pretty good play. I mean, if it's the other way around, we're probably screaming for pass interference. Because you can see his right arm was draped over the back.
So it'll be 4th down and goal. And this time they'll bring Brenner out to try the field goal, which would make it a 5-point lead.
31 yards.
And his kick. That's perfect. 31-yard field goal. Makes it 28-23. And the CityHawks find themselves down by 5 now. Brenner has put some good foot into the ball tonight. That was one of those rare ones in Arena Football League field goal attempt where it goes over the screen, and it was kind of tough for the officials to determine for just a moment. Remember, the goalposts are only 9 feet wide.
Half the width of the NFL, and they're 15 feet off the ground.
Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. right here on MSG Network. The Yankees take on the Minnesota Twins. And pregame coverage will begin at 3:30 p.m. with AT&T Yankee scoreboard.
Hey, where's Buck Showalter these days?
Buck is right here, getting ready. He's not helping to build this place, but the folks in Phoenix are helping to build it. 42 of the 48,000 seats have already been sold for the Arizona Diamondbacks. They've got a retractable dome that'll be installed. They'll be able to retract it in 5 minutes, and they'll have natural grass on the field. And it is expected to be ready for the Diamondbacks opener April 1st, 1998. It'll be called Bank One Ballpark. They'll seat 48,000, and you can't take the choo-choo train in. No. But those were train tracks, weren't they?
They were.
Another good kick. Hangs up. Connell Maynor has it. Who's in trouble? No more. He's at the 10. And Connell Maynor returns it all the way into Arizona territory. Another great return by Maynor.
And again, the key is fielding that ball cleanly off the net. And that was a tough one because it hit the net that's between the uprights, which is a soft net. You see it hit the soft net and kind of cradle in there. The nets on either side of the uprights are stiff. Good blocking, and he takes off upfield. Here comes the kicker. Come on, Brenner. He kind of flagged him there. Gatewood made, yeah, exactly.
1st and 10 for the CityHawks. They're right at midfield now. They trail by 5. Here's Perez looking. Go into the end zone to Eddie Brown. Leaping grab. Incomplete. Brown had the ball. They say it's done. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, because he saw that second ball, and I don't know what that second ball was doing there. The official read that second ball as being the one that he muffed.
He caught the ball.
Yeah.
For some reason, he ruled it incomplete.
Yeah, because there was a second football there.
So it's a one play, and the CityHawks have regained the lead now.
Now keep an eye on this second football. What'll look like now? We're way down at the other end. Goes up. See that football laying right there? See it comes out right there. He sees that football. He says no good. See, he's seeing the wrong football. Now he looks at Eddie Brown. Eddie Brown's got the football. The extra point's good. The official makes the right call.
But that ball was laying on the ground, and it hit onto Eddie Brown's body and got knocked away. And the official thought that was the ball that
came
came out.
That's the old hidden ball trick. See the ball right there? Now this other ball pops free. The official sees that. He assumes that's the ball that's in play. And Eddie Brown, meanwhile, wait, I got the ball right here.
Which one you got, though?
See, and a fan saw that ball. He gets a 1 foot in nicely, held on to it. That's the right, and give credit to the officials for making a correct call.
So Eddie Brown takes the touchdown pass to the CityHawks. Mike Perez's 4th touchdown pass of the night. Eddie Brown has caught 2 of them tonight, and the CityHawks lead it now 30-28. Well, the CityHawks have lost 6 in a row. They're 2-11 up against the team that's got to be the favorite to win the Arena Bowl this year.
You got one thing Danny White would, you know, he talked about it before the game. You want to be careful when you rest your best player, take out your quarterback. You don't want to lose that edge. You know, you don't want, it's like in the NFL, you get that bye week. Some teams don't like that bye week, even though it might get you healthy. Maybe you can lose a little bit of that edge over that weekend you don't play.
Here's the kickoff. Hunky Cooper set to return it. At the 5, at the 10. George Del Rico, number 42, able to take him down. And Donnie Davis will call the signals with 20 seconds to go in this quarter. Hunky Cooper tonight. 4 receptions, 73 yards, a couple of touchdowns. The guy was the most valuable player in this league 4 seasons ago.
I don't think they probably won't even run a play. No, they're not going to. He goes to the huddle and turns around and comes back to Danny Weissel at the end of the 3rd quarter.
And after 3, the CityHawks, who were trailing at halftime 18-17, have taken a 2-point lead at 30-28 against Danny White's Arizona Rattlers. Back for the 4th quarter right after this.
MSG proudly salutes Jackie Robinson on the 50th anniversary of his breaking the color barrier of Major League Baseball. Jackie Robinson, a hero in the game of life.
Gas City for Derek Jeter. What a play. Swung on his in-strike through. How about Boggs tonight? You can forget about this one. The Yankees win a thriller here. I mean, the hits just keep on coming here for the Yankees.
Bernie on the run, and he will get there. Struck him out.
The Yanks are back at the stadium to take on Roberto Kelly and the Minnesota Twins after AT&T Scorecard Saturday afternoon right here on MSG.
We're all over it.
Their time has come. The WNBA is taking the nation by storm. They're running the floor, canning the Jays, and playing tough in-your-face D. Rebecca Lobo, Sue Wicks, Teresa Weatherspoon, and the rest of the New York Liberty are for real. Don't miss a moment of the fast-breaking action from the WNBA. The Liberty are the team to see. Get tickets at the Garden box office or call Ticketmaster 212-307-7171.
Long Island finally has its first youth soccer show.
That's right, Val. It's action-packed, too. I mean, we've got kids, we have teams, we have coaches, we have MLS stars.
Hey, that's you, Bryce.
And that's you, Val.
And we're the hosts of Soccer Zone.
A show that you can learn about the sport with and have fun along the way.
Soccer Zone, the soccer show made just for you and your team.
2-point lead for the CityHawks. We start the 4th quarter. They've lost 6 in a row. They've gotten one up the last 4 weeks, but earlier in the year, some disappointing losses at Madison Square Garden. The first one to Florida in the final seconds. They get beat by 4.
This is week number 6. You can see it 10 seconds to go. They lose 44-40.
And then 21 days later at the Garden, final seconds against Nashville. And that was it. They got beat 59-58. Tough defeats indeed. We'll start the 4th quarter. The CityHawks up 30-28.
They just ran a play and they were incomplete pass, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Ball at the 10-yard line. Donnie Davis, who came on for Cedric Bonner, is now 7 for 16.
You know, you look at this total yards, you'd think the score was pretty even, wouldn't you? Well, it is. 2-point differential. CityHawks leading by 2, 30-28.
2nd down at 10. Hunky Cooper coming in motion. Here's Duncan. 15. Near the first down. Eddie Brown with a good tackle to prevent the first down.
A misdirection pass. They faked the toss to the left side and came back with a quick pass to the right side. Good job by the receiver. Again, watch the toss to the left side, come back here to the right. Right there, he beats number 3, Bobby Bird, and takes it upfield for the first down.
The
But we have a penalty flag down on the field. We'll bring it back.
Illegal formation offense. Wide receiver had the tight end covered. 3-yard penalty.
What they mean by that, on the side of the tight end, the wide receiver has to be off the line of scrimmage to make him eligible. When he says he hasn't covered, he means he was on the line of scrimmage, making the tight end ineligible, but the tight end is an eligible receiver. We have to be off the line of scrimmage on the side of the tight end, and the tight end is one of the two offensive linemen who, when he comes to the line of scrimmage, raises his hand to indicate that he is a tight end. And maybe when we see the huddle break here, we'll keep an eye on whoever it is. See, because the tight end is down here at the bottom, the receiver on the left is on the line of scrimmage.
So it is now a 2nd down and 13 from the 7-yard line. Davis the pass. Davis going deep for Duncan. Incomplete.
But they have pass interference
On Eddie Brown.
Yeah, he's talking. Look, they're both smiling. He knows. But this is the college rule, so it's not a spot foul. It'll be an 8-yard foul, automatic first down.
And Danny White was irate on the sideline. But the call goes his club's way.
See, I like the college rule where it's not a spot foul, but it's an 8-yard foul. First down. Now, I'd like to see it.
Two penalties on the play. Pass interference, defense, personal foul, roughing the passer 90 against the defense.
Boy, they're going to get a bunch.
Set that one, 8-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So watch the pass interference against Eddie Brown downfield. My apologies, folks. This will be the roughing the passer. Yep. Roosevelt Nix took a couple of steps. You're allowed one. And then downfield, Eddie Brown. See, he's all over him. A good call. No question about that one.
Well, they'll bring the ball up to the 15-yard line where it'll be first and 10.
Yeah, I'd like to see him amend that. If it's a flagrant pass interference, I'd like to see a spot foul.
Which that one might have been. Here's Humke, and he can't hold on to it.
And what I mean by flagrant pass interference, if the defensive back is totally lost and he just tackles him to keep the touchdown from happening, then you put it at the spot. But most of the pass interferences are pretty close, so just make it a spot foul. And the NFL, it's a spot foul. And I talked to Jerry Seaman, the supervisor of officials, last week about that. I said, you're going to change it and go to the college rule? He said, we've talked about it, but the owners don't want to. Competition committee does not want to make that change yet.
That's interesting. That's a rule that's been such a standard in professional football. And the thought of it changing.
And it's one of the toughest calls to make.
2nd down and 10 down for the 15. Over the middle, deflected away, incomplete.
Little tight end screen.
Yeah, the fingertips of the tight end, Tony Henderson. 6'1", 283 pounds. So Davis now 7 of 18 for 96 yards. This is the longest bit of action.
You know, and getting back to that pass interference, the reason I don't like to see it a spot foul is too many times you'll see it be a very, tough call to make, and you look at it and you say, well, it shouldn't have been pass interference. So, it can be a 50-yard penalty.
3rd down from the 15. CityHawks 2-point lead. Davis to throw. Davis has the completion once again to Herb Duncan. That'll be a first down in the CityHawks territory. And let me tell you something, the CityHawks, Roosevelt Nix and Bayless are getting to Donnie Davis.
And that time was Franklin Stevens, number 56. But I'll tell you, I'm impressed with Davis the way he stood in there, because he could see Stevens, 56, coming right at him. Look at this. And he stands in there, delivers it nicely, gets hammered. That's an excellent pass by that young quarterback. He throws it strong, hard, knows he's going to get hit. He doesn't wimp out on it. That's a good play by Davis.
Eddie Brown made the stop. The ball's at the 15 of the CityHawks. 11-14 to go in the ball game. CityHawks lead by 2. Davis goes to that tight end one more time.
If at first you don't succeed.
Right again. Tony's not one of your premier receivers at 6'1", 283 pounds. Gain of only a yard of the play.
Tony Henderson coming in this game, 9 catches for 13 yards. No, I'm sorry, 1 catch for 13 yards.
Average just went down. He only got 1 yard in that one. It's 2 for 14. Second down and 9 now. From the 14-yard line. 10.5 to go. CityHawks by 2. Davis. Incomplete.
Very good coverage that time by Chauncey Hogan, because the receiver, number 81, Herb Duncan, went down in and out, and Hogan stayed with him the whole way.
So a third down coming up from the 14-yard line. CityHawks lead 30-28. We hit the 10-minute mark remaining of the ball game. Chauncey Hogan, part of a beleaguered secondary for the CityHawks.
Comes right at you. See, if that pass had been thrown accurately, Hogan would have just knocked it down.
Third down and 9 from the 14 of the CityHawks. Ankle high tackle missed by Eddie Brown on Junior Green, and Green, though, able to bring it only down to the 10. So it's a 4th down coming up. Right here, you're going to get Brenner coming out to try the field goal, which would give Arizona the lead with 9:20 to go in the ballgame. By the way, in Arena League football, if you go to overtime, you watch this play again.
Eddie Brown coming up, trying to make the shoestring tackle, slows him up a little bit, and his teammates come over to make the play. And look at that crunch into the boards.
In Arena League football, it's not 1 and out. In overtime, if you score, the other team gets an opportunity. If they score, then it's the next score. They fake it on 4th down. Here's Davis taking it down inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 3. I think he's got enough for a first down.
He did, and that's inexcusable because the outside guys can't rush, so they should play the fake every time. If you can't rush, you got to do something. And they just snapped to the quarterback, and he just picked it up and took off around the right side. Danny White smiling there, so is this guy.
They needed 9, they got 10.
Watch the outside guys. You know, and the thing is, they tried this last week and it was unsuccessful. CityHawks should have known it was coming.
And the ball down at the 4-yard line. It was a 9-play drive. It's almost unheard of in Arena League football. 8:13 to go here in this 4th quarter. Bo Kelly's the setback. The fake to Kelly. Great fake by Davis. Takes it to the end zone again. What a great move by Donnie Davis. And Arizona's regained the lead, 34-30.
Now he's got all receivers to his left, or as we're looking at it this side. Toss, fakes the toss that way. Gets everybody going. Look at all these guys. Makes a move right there, and then Bayless makes a tackle, but Davis gets in.
So it is 34-30 now, and Brenner will try the extra point. Davis will hold. Chance to make it a 5-point lead. That's good. So a 10-play drive. Davis takes it the final 3 yards to give Arizona the lead, 35-30. This is it.
He's out of there!
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
That was only the first out of the game.
Make it a Bud Light.
That's a real beaver.
McDonald's has gone wild with a big summer deal in honor of
George of the Jungle.
Disney's big summer movie in theaters now. You can get 2 beefy Quarter Pounders with cheese for just $2. No wonder everyone's swinging into McDonald's. That's right, 2 Quarter Pounders with cheese for $2. Huh? And at breakfast, they're going wild over 2 sausage McMuffins with egg for just $2. Now that's a big deal.
May I help you?
I saw Danny White run a fake punt against Washington from his end zone against a 10-man rush where he threw a pass to midfield for the first down, so he's used to calling these plays. Davis just takes her on the outside for the first down. So instead of maybe taking a 31-30 lead, it sets up the touchdown. It gives them a 35-30 lead.
Well, they don't have a sellout tonight, but they have 16,214.
What?
You heard me.
Hear you. They get into it here in Phoenix.
Oh, they love it. This building holds 16,923. Here's Brenner's kickoff. Maynard, good catch. He's not going anywhere. Inside the 5. Taken down at the 2-yard line. So Kelly came flying in. And the CityHawks have him way back in their own territory with 7:13 to go in the ball game. Henderson made a reception here. Also came in to help in that tackle.
Well, Maynard's hurt. He's shaking up. Is he going to stay in the game? Yeah, he's going to stay in the game.
Yep. So first and 10 for the CityHawks. They're on their own 2-yard line. They trail 35-30. Mike Perez with 4 touchdown passes tonight. Has plenty of time right here. Finds Thomas Ua, who goes down at the 13-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Interesting, last time Moore caught the ball, he did some razzle-dazzle stuff, wound up fumbling it away. This time he makes the catch, and he goes down. We also got a flag on the play. It's going to go into the CityHawks.
Going to bring this one back. Stay at home. Just on this last couple of minutes, the crowd has really played a difference in this game.
35 offense for the takedown. Remains first down.
Jason Mahomes guilty of the infraction. Second down and 11 now. The ball back at the 1. We'll take a look around arena football. Milwaukee here. Orlando, Tampa. Fans come out and watch this game play. Put a winning team in the field, it'll happen. Here's Orr with the reception again. This time at the 11-yard line. That'll be shy. Continues to wind down. 6:20 to go. 35-30 in favor of Arizona.
Timeout. And again, I've been impressed with Perez reading the defense. He's really pretty much taken what Arizona's let him have. And he's read the intermediate receivers rather than the deep receivers because they're playing the deep receivers more strongly than the intermediate routes.
16 for 24 for Perez. 206 yards. 4 touchdowns. That was a first down. It's our first and 10 from the 12. Perez going deep for Maynard, overthrown. Parnell stepped with it. And it'll be second down at 10 on the incomplete.
Parnell just shaking his head saying, not open. Just trying to force it in there.
Which is something Perez has not tried to do tonight. It's been a very positive factor in his performance.
Well, sometimes the quarterback will deliberately throw a pass he knows he can't complete just to make stretch out the defense a little bit. Let that'll open up that underneath stuff.
Second down and 10 from the 12. 5:10 to go. CityHawks down 35-30. He's going deep again for Maynard. Incomplete. Ooh.
And that's a bad play by Parnell because the pass couldn't have been caught, and he pushed him. Now it'll only be an 8-yard penalty, but Parnell Maynard gets pushed into the board. An unnecessary play by Parnell, number 15.
He never could have caught the ball.
Never could have.
Question is that pass? It is pass interference.
8-yard penalty, automatic first down.
You could also call it a personal foul. I mean, that was not a good hit.
I mean, that's just not a smart play because you'll see it here. Perez just letting it go. Now watch here. You'll see it. I mean, that pass, there's no chance that pass can be caught, but the official will not call. Look at that. He just...
Silly.
Silly play.
Yeah, silly indeed.
Take another look.
20-yard line. Back live. Almost intercepted.
Another penalty flag. This could be going against Otis Moore, number 99. He called for holding.
CityHawks. 4:31 to go. 35-30 Arizona. Larry Kaharich's team has not scored here in the fourth quarter. They were down 18-17 at the half.
See what our referee has to say.
99, 8-yard penalty, remaining first down.
You know, Jerry Seaman is looking for some new officials.
Yeah, but you know, if you want to be an official in the National Football League, you've got to be a college official for 10 years before they'll even bring you in.
They've got a director of college scouting now, Al Hines, who's a heck of an official at the Big East throughout collegiate football. First down and 18 now for the CityHawks. Here's Perez. Perez going deep for Maynard, had it for a second, and it goes incomplete. Randy Gatewood back to their defending on the play.
Actually, Walker was the guy, but there, we've seen it a lot tonight. They'll double cover the deep receiver. That's the first time Perez has done that. Not met and found the guy underneath. See now, he doesn't look for the short receiver who was on the left side. He goes to the deep receiver who appeared to be open, but Gatewood got down there, did a good job breaking it up.
Second down and 18. 35-30 the score. CityHawks down 5. 3.5 to go in this ball game. CityHawks parked back at their own 12. As with time, he's got a man. And this one is complete to Freddie Gales. Gales has the first down into Arizona territory with 3:10 to go.
And you see the difference? Maynard goes downfield, takes two guys with him. So Perez says, where's the open guy? He finds Gales, the intermediate receiver.
Well, the CityHawks have moved downfield now. They've got a first down at the 17 of Arizona. The clock runs, 2:50 to go. And a 5-point Rattler lead.
Now here, if they score a touchdown, now you can go for 2 because they'd only be ahead by 1. So might as well go for the 3-point lead.
Perez. He looks. He's got a man down the far sideline. It'll be goal to go. Thomas Moore has himself another reception. Moore's had a pretty good night. He did have that key fumble, but that's his 5th reception of the evening.
Right side. Perez, time to throw the ball. Delivers it nicely. Now, does Jason Bahovic come in here?
Got it at the
3-yard line.
Goal to go. 2 minutes even remaining.
Listen how loud it is in here, folks.
More than 16,000 fans. Bahovic, right side. Hit it for 2. 1:48 to go. Clock will continue to run.
Good job by Cedric Tillman, number 80. He submarine got in there and made the play at the point of attack, so they gained maybe a half a yard.
Second down coming up for the CityHawks. 1.5 minutes to go. They're down at the 3. They trail by 5, 35-30.
See, the reason you run a lot down here is because the end zone's only 8 yards deep. Not a lot of room to work with back there.
Bahovic, the setback, and Perez forced to call a timeout with 1:10 to go in this ball game. Arizona has the lead 35-30. The CityHawks are right on the doorstep.
Here comes Ward. He has Johnson. From Johnny Ward.
You're watching MSG Network.
We're all over.
Prime Star presents the Playwalker 4-Star Blowout Tour. 6,000 screaming fans can't be wrong. The Prime Star 4-Star Blowout is a smash. Playwalker's physical magnetism is electrifying in his supercharged performance. Don't miss your chance to see this major force in country music.
The Clay Walker 4-Star Blowout Tour is sponsored by Prime Star, the best value in satellite TV.
Prime Star presents the Clay Walker 4-Star Blowout Tour, coming soon to a city near you.
Plug in. Turn on the lights as the Learning Channel takes you to science frontiers. TV's brave new world. You'll hunt for clues to disaster in the sky, trespass in forbidden zones, speed into a wild future, and check those alien rumors. Scope out science for thrill seekers. Don't miss Science Frontiers. Weeknights at 10 on TLC. Adventures for your mind.
72 seconds, a minute 12 to go. CityHawks are down 35-30. They are down at the 3-yard line of the Arizona Rattlers with a chance to regain the lead. This crowd comes to its feet. The Hulk hits it down to the 1-yard line. Now, we'll hit 1 minute to go in this game. We'll get the automatic stoppage of the clock. Arizona has all 3 of its times out. And with a minute to go,
we're under 1 minute timing rule. Play ball.
Play will continue right here with the ball down at the 1-yard line. It is 3rd down for the CityHawks.
Now you have an interesting play. As Pahopic's going to limp out and Del Rico will take his place. If they run it here and don't get it in, I would think that Arizona might call a timeout.
Absolutely.
Because they want time left if they get behind.
3rd down and goal from the 1. Del Rico gets down near the goal line. He's not in. He is down inside the 1. So it's basically 4th down of the ball game here for the CityHawks.
I call a timeout if I'm Arizona. They got to call a timeout.
They probably do.
Well, they wasted about 10 seconds there. And the reason they're calling timeout is because if New York goes ahead, if they don't call a timeout, New York will let the clock run down about 18, 10, 12 seconds, score the go-ahead touchdown. Arizona's got no time left, so they wisely call a timeout.
And it comes with 42 seconds to go, but it will be academic unless the CityHawks can put it in the end zone right here. So if they can't put it in the end zone, this ball game is
well,
technically over.
It's just about
2 times out left.
Yeah.
So the CityHawks, who trailed 18-17 at halftime, put together a good effort tonight and a chance to win the game with the ball inside the 1, 4th down, and goal to go.
Now you find out whose offensive line or defensive line is better. Assuming they're going to run the football. And then if they score the touchdown, they got to go for 2. So this is it right here, folks.
George Del Rico is the setback. Let's see if Mike Perez tries to take it in himself.
Maybe he'll fake it to Del Rico, keep it himself.
He goes, end zone, touchdown!
What a play by Perez. Did you see him knock over Tillman?
Barreled Tillman over, took it into the end zone with 38 seconds to go, and the CityHawks lead it 36-35. And right here, you got to go for the 2.
Got to go for 2 because they're ahead by 1, and a 1 or a 2-point lead doesn't mean it's the same thing. Now he faked it. Now watch, he just runs over Tillman. That's a heck of a play by Perez. Man.
CityHawks lead it with 38 seconds to go. That's plenty of time in this league.
And see why they call that timeout, how valuable that was, Arizona? They call that timeout. It gives them an extra 20 or 30 seconds.
38 seconds to go. CityHawks will go for the 2 right here. That would give them a 3-point lead, which would mean the field goal could only tie it.
And they put it way on the left side.
Perez looking at the end zone. We get a flag on the play, and the pass knocked down.
We got 99 for the CityHawks holding. It will be refused.
Notice Morse had a tough night on trying to protect Mike Perez.
Hold it. 99 offset. Decline. The extra point is so good.
So we got a kickoff coming up here. CityHawks will kick it off. They lead 36-35. 38 seconds to go. CityHawks drive to take this lead. Started back at their own 2. That was after Donnie Davis rounded it from 4 yards away with 7:17 to go. You talk about a lengthy drive, ball control, almost 7 minutes on that drive, David.
Yeah, absolutely. And now the key thing is for Geary, if he can, to kick it over the net or underneath the net. But again, a smart move by Arizona, although they did waste 10 seconds calling that timeout because they had 38 left instead of about 15 or 10. So they played it right. And now Geary, it's up to him to kick that ball over the net or underneath the crossbar to keep them from returning it.
They can return the ball to about the 20. For Anthony Brenner, it's a makeable field goal.
And they're all shouting, Coop, Coop, Coop. For Cooper is going to return this at the other end.
Honky Cooper.
There he is.
Number 14. Great all-purpose players in this league. Back to receiver. Here he's kicked. Cooper has a return. Cooper breaks outside. Cooper still at his feet. At the 15. Taken down at the 17. 31 seconds to go. All 2 of their times out remaining. They've got the ball at the 16-yard line. Arizona trailing the CityHawks 36-35. Great finish coming up.
And I'll tell you what's going through the CityHawks' mind right now. We showed you those 2 last-second losses earlier in the season. A lot of them are saying, here we go again. The winners on this team are saying, no, we're going to win. We're going to find a way to win. We'll know in 31 seconds, folks.
From the 16-yard line, Donnie Davis calling signal. Cooper in motion. Davis throws it left side. What a great defensive play by Chauncey Hogan as he was able to trip up Cedric Tillman. 1 timeout remaining now, and the ball at the 20 with 22 seconds to go. Watch Hogan, number 9, come up.
Quick pass to the left side. Hogan going down low. Tillman now 2 plays in a row. He hasn't shined. And because he gets tackled in bounds, the clock keeps running, so they have to use their second of 3 timeouts, leaving them with 1. 24 seconds to go, folks.
They put 2 seconds back on the clock. Chauncey Hogan with a big defensive play right there, taking Tillman down. 36-35, CityHawks with a lead. Just looking around here, just about everybody in this building on their feet.
They're really getting into arena football. See, there's no professional football out here. Oh, wait a second. They're the Cardinals. There's no professional football out here. Well, they are getting better.
There's the man who's going to be called upon if they can't put it in the end zone, Anthony Brenner.
And remember, if they had gone for those 3 1 extra points, assuming everything stays the same, and you never know it will, they'd be ahead by a point or 2.
They tried some drop kicks. Here's a pass. Duncan's all alone. And Duncan takes it into CityHawk territory with 19 seconds to go. He's able to go out of bounds. So they still have 1 timeout remaining. And they've got the ball down at the 21-yard line of the CityHawks. They got it back with 32 seconds to go at their own 16. After the CityHawks put it in on Mike Perez's 1-yard run with 38 seconds to go. Here's first down. Davis looking. This one complete. Not much to Herb Duncan, who was able to get out of bounds with 13 seconds to go.
One thing Davis doesn't want to do is turn the ball over.
And Duncan now with his 7th reception of the night.
Now the scoreboard reads 2 timeouts for the Rattlers, but they've used 2 this half, so they only have 1 left. You take a shot at the end zone right here from 15 yards away.
Second down and 4. They've got a timeout remaining. Let's see what they do. Davis looking, Davis throwing. It's incomplete. 9 seconds to go. They'll get another chance.
Now maybe you try the field goal here in case the snap is bad. You can try it again on 4th down. Although since they don't really rush the field goal kickers.
It's going to be up to Mr. Brenner unless they put it in the end zone right here.
In the NFL, you'd probably go for the field goal here on 3rd down, just in case you get a second shot.
They have 1 timeout left. We have 9 seconds to go in the game. CityHawks lead 36-35. Tillman will go to the bottom of your screen. Cooper will go in motion. He's looking in the end zone for Cooper, deflected and almost intercepted. Freddie Gales almost ended this ball game in his final game in Arena Football League with an interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Anthony Brenner's coming out of the field. to try the field goal, which would win it for Arizona with 4 seconds to go.
And look at Dwayne Zachary is talking to him, a la Scottie Pippen talking to the mailman. I wonder if they kick field goals on Thursday nights here. Remember, they don't deliver the mail on Sundays.
He's not shooting a free throw here. This is a 31-yard field goal from the 23. They sent Connor out to hold for him, not Davis. Brenner to win it with 4 seconds to go with 31 seconds remaining. Placed down, kicked up, and perfect. There's the man of the hour, Anthony Brenner. A field goal from 31 yards away.
Look at Zachary. There's the guy who tried to psych him, tried to ice him.
They got the ball back with 32 seconds remaining after Perez went in for the touchdown, and the season ends really kind of typically in the fashion that it has gone for the CityHawks all season long. Another disappointing, heartbreaking defeat. It comes with no time left on the clock and a 31-yard field goal after the CityHawks have taken the lead. They lose their 7th straight. Arizona finishes the season at 12-2. They get ready for the opening round of the playoffs next week. An exciting ball game, a good ball game, more than 16,000 on hand. And let me tell you, these Rattlers fans are going home happy.
And you saw the difference between the two teams. The championship team won tonight. They found a way to win. The team that's not the championship team could not do it. Couldn't make that two-point conversion at the end, and it cost them the ball game, typical of their season.
David, been fun.
Hey, thanks, Spencer.
Okay, I want to remind you, coming up next, page 1, talking about umpires. The final score once again from here in Phoenix, Arizona. The Rattlers on a last-second field goal from 31 yards away beat the CityHawks by a score of 38-36. For Dave Jennings, Spencer Ross saying so long from Phoenix, Arizona. Stay tuned now. Page 1, talking about umpires, coming up next. Once again, good night from Phoenix, Arizona.